Hey guys, what is going on? Happy Friday night flicks. Let me know if you can hear Funky Echo. If anything weird's going on. It is great to see everybody. Thought I'd jump in here a little early. Make sure everybody was clear about the giveaway tonight. Twang Thang was here earlier. Bama Ninja channel members both. Marco is here. We got Greg Maroney, channel member. What is up? Chief Etch. We got Brother Groundfall. We've got Fook Stoozle. What is up, brother? We've got Joe Isabella, channel member, artiste. We have got Neil McKenzie, channel member. Mark H, channel member. Colby, what is up, brother? Louis, good to see you, man. Scott Bruce 72, channel member. Welcome, buddy. Kevin Weininger. I always get that wrong. Weininger. Kevin Weininger, welcome, my man. Somebody's trying to call my table. Hold on. That might have just jacked up my camera. I might have to reset it. Craig, good evening, buddy. What is going on? I don't know who would have just been calling me. Sorry about that, guys. That's how a squirrel brain works. So what I'm going to have to do is figure out how to get this back. Let's see. Boom. Oh. I think that's going to get us. Sorry, guys. By the way, tomorrow afternoon, you'll see a couple of videos, or tomorrow afternoon and Sunday. Else off center. I did the magnet mod on two of my AD 20.5. And I filmed it. I got the magnets off of Amazon, but I watched, I need to give credit to the videos. I need to go back in. Hello. Sorry, guys. My dementia dad's trying to call his girlfriend, and he keeps calling my phone number. Louis, what's up? Let me keep going down here. Michael Upchurch, channel member. Mark H, channel member. Joe Isabella said hey to you, but hey again. Let me get that. What is up? Colby, Craig, Ed, channel member. What is up? Jim, channel member. What is up, brother? Well, good to see all you guys here early. I guess MC didn't have a live tonight. I kept waiting for it because I've been enjoying it. Pizza operator, what is up, brother? Kathleen, what is up? Good to see you. Crispy Critter, new member, welcome. But what I was going to tell you guys, Steven Ott, channel member, what is up? Ed Harrison, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you, buddy. Settle in and relax. We've got Tactical Terry in here, channel member. God, it's good to see all you guys. Make sure all the channel members enter in both videos, but I've got a video pinned that's not my giveaway video. The video that I've got pinned in the comments takes you right to, if you haven't yet left a comment for the giveaway for this night, the OG Orion Solaris in carbon fiber scales. We're going and we're giving some love to Work Knife Balance. I've got his video. It should be a Christmas unboxing or something from a couple of days ago. And all you got to do is leave a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're already subscribed, that's great. Like it. Leave Javon somewhere in the comment. And that will be our general subscriber giveaway later tonight. And then we've got the member giveaway for his two son. And there's a member video that I'll post up after we do the subscriber giveaway. And members do not have to be present to win. This knife, guys, to me is very, as far as Tucson refinement goes, this is probably the nicest Tucson in terms of being kind of Sabenzi. I've handled a bunch of Sabenzas, but I've never been a big fan. So this has got good studs and a different kind of blade. But this is a very, very nice knife. Somebody's going to be stoked with it. Junior Miss, what is up? And I've had all kinds of crazy shit come in. Let me see if I can get my phone to go back to work, and maybe my dad won't dial it again. Whoops. Kind of upside down, but it gives you something to look at. So yeah, we'll have fun and give some stuff away, and I'll find something else. I'm kind of not that much digging the StreamYard giveaway tool. For some reason, it just seems a little wonky. So maybe we'll find another channel to give love to. Jake, what's up, brother? Hopefully you arrive safely, my man. And Junior Miz, I hope I haven't missed anybody. Blade Ogre, hello, buddy. I think we might have a couple of visitors tonight. I think Scotch might jump in and visit in a little while. And hopefully Dark Gravity, aka whatever name he decides to put in. I hope he jumps in. Let's see who we got here. Did I miss? Hopefully not. Todd Carr, brother, what is up? Dean Griffin, channel member, and Todd's a channel member. We got Mark H. We got Colby. I think I'm caught up for right now, at least. But let's talk about the first thing. There are going to be a couple of videos tomorrow, and I really should go to YouTube and tell you the video that I watched first to learn how to do this. Okay. 80, and I need to put it in my description of my video. And there's several people doing it, but it's a real easy mod. And I was able to get some very, very cheap magnets off of, I think it was JD for EDC's the one I watched. Let's see, guys. Yep, this is the one that I watched. I don't know if y'all seen this, but I've got a video coming out tomorrow where I did 2 of mine, and I'm going to do some more, but he's the way that basically showed me how to do them. And what I'm going to do, sorry guys. Sorry, guys. If I don't think about doing that now, I will totally forget. And I did 2 videos, one Saturday and one Sunday, because the first one I had but anyway, back to what I was saying. It's a really easy mod if you've got an 80-20.5, because basically what you do is I went to Amazon and bought these little magnets. And these were like, I want to say $10, maybe $12, but I could have gotten just one size. These were 3 different sizes, and I wasn't sure which size I was going to need, and I ended up using the biggest one. But you get, as you can tell, a boatload of magnets. And all you do is you take two of the magnets. Let me share the screen again. And what wasn't shown here is he uses the scale to trace off, because it's really hard to set the magnets in place with the scale because they're rare earth magnets. But he uses a Sharpie and he just marks right in here. Watch. Whoops.
Both to pull to the blade, but not to each other. I want them to resist one another. So that way it's kind of pushing the same amount of force to the blade to go ahead and lock those in. So go ahead and grab yourself a little Sharpie. You don't need to outline the whole thing. You just need this little half circle here on both sides.
So that's how I got the, that's how I decided to place them. And then I got some Gorilla Super Glue and just glued them to the scale. It took like 10 minutes. And then I put the knife back together. I don't have mine reground yet, either of them. But the two that I did, I haven't done it on titanium. I did it on my micarta. And I mean, it makes so much different just in that one. And I also did it in one of my Sharpfoots, the one that's got the carbonite scales. Again, they both got the same pocket, the same liner. So the magnets are positioned in the same place. Let's see. Whoops. See them there? They're not perfectly. Oh. These aren't perfectly centered, but they don't have to be. I just had them set in there so that when the blades close, you're getting pull from those magnets against each other in the blade, and it gives it detent. I was amazed. I almost sent it off, and I thought, I ought to try to do something like that. So the first one that I filmed, I think it was this one. No, I think it might have been this one. What I did is I didn't know how long it'd take. So I went ahead and took apart the 80-20.5, which didn't take any time, and had all the parts laid there, and had already traced out the magnet and had the magnet glued to it. So when the video started, I just kind of explained what I did and then put it back together and showed how it worked. And then I thought, well, if I was watching that video, I'd be confused. So Sunday, I did a longer video, or that's going to release Sunday, doing the same thing to this one, but actually taking it apart, because it's a very easy knife to take apart if you just watch when you remove your scale so that your spring doesn't pop off. But it's let's see, for $12, which you could buy, I'm sure on Amazon, you could buy a much smaller pack of magnets, because this is 3 sizes, and I want to say 120 magnets. And I might try something with like 2 magnets, 2 of the smaller, I don't know. But they were $12, and that's all the 80-20s or 80-20.5s you could ever want to do. And then I got 2 little tubes of Gorilla Glue, Super Glue, just to use, a multi-surface glue that seems to hold fine. But it was a fun little mod. And it's, hey, Ghost Malone, what is up, brother? Peace, operator. I know the lack of detent is brutal, because I've got this one right here, my little 80-20 Sharp Hub, and they've gotten better with the spring, and I haven't taken this one apart to see if this one's going to be thin enough. This might be a good use case for those smaller magnets, but I might not have the clearance in here to even do it. I was surprised because my buddy, and I did a review on it, picked up an 80-20, an American-made, machine ground titanium, from the show in Nashville that we were both at. And I thought since it was a heavier blade, even though it was a slicer, I was surprised how much easier it seemed to want to deploy. It seemed to have a much more fluid action. That's exactly right, Dean. Saigon Kick was the one that was going to do mine. He and I had been talking about it, and it wasn't that I didn't want him to do it. It was just that I'd seen a couple of videos on it. And you guys, if you know me, I will change scales. I will put in skiffs. But as far as anodizing or anything usually that I say permanently would change a knife, in this case, I was gluing to temporary scales that, you know, for a knife that is not Grail-like to me, but I would have been a lot more nervous. And I was amazed at how easily it literally took. I think my video where I did the entire mod was 29 minutes and 31 seconds. And that's with me jibber jabbering. Tactical Terry, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but what it does do is it gives the feeling of a detent. And I would assume it would do the same thing on an Axis style lock. So since you've got the little magnets in there mounted inside the scale, pulling on each other, right? When the blade comes down, it's pulling against the blade. So you have a little bit of a, not a crisp break, nothing like a frame lock, but you do get a little resistance. And on the close, you don't get nearly as much bounce. It's just a simple, and I think it came from the Winter Blade Co. initial crazes when I first started seeing it. But again, I don't think it's anything earth-shaking. It's just, to me, it was a simple kind of like, duh. Hey, Palmer. Brian Carter, Care, what is up, buddy? Jim Miller gifted 5 memberships. Dude, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. I'll snap. My YouTube that I had open. Hold on, let me see who got gifted. Thank you, Jim Miller. Let me see who our new members are, because I had the chat open, because I want you guys, if you got a new membership, there's a members only section, and there's a giveaway video for tonight that you need to go watch and leave a comment. I don't want any noise. I just want, all right. Jim Miller, you're awesome, dude. Let's see who got him. Marco was gifted a membership. Brother Lord Needham was gifted a membership. Blade Ogre was gifted a membership. Mr. Craig was gifted a membership. And let me get that. We're all gifted memberships from Jim. Jim, thank you so much. And new members, I don't have it posted in the chat yet, but if you go to my YouTube channel, which is, I'll show it to you. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a little section of it here called membership. And this is tonight's giveaway right here. It was posted 2 days ago, and you should have access to that now. So go still leave a comment over at Art Knife Balances for the Orion Solaris, but I want all the members to get in on this giveaway too. Again, these are knives that are from my personal collection. I did get a cool knife in that I think has got a cool story from my friends at Boston. They've sent me now the Corsair and the Corgi. 5-door, what's up, brother? And I picked up, well before I met at the Blade Show, I picked up a raccoon. Lefty sent me one raccoon. I picked up the raccoon cleaver. I picked up the original OG Nightshade. And then after Blade Show, I picked up the small Nightshade. I still have all those knives. And when I was at Blade Show, one of you guys that was in one of my lives won a knife that I couldn't tell you anything about because I didn't know anything about it, but it looked like this. It had a blue denim micarta handle, and it didn't have a name on it. It said prototype, and I had to ship it in a stuck in the end of a Vosteed box. Well, the reason they let me bring it home is I was going to talk to them about how an easy, inexpensive way to do a retention method, because they've never ventured into the fixed blades. And I think they've come up on their site, this thing's 69 bucks. I put the discrete carry clip on it. It came with a little half-inch, the small tech lock. So it came with a full tech lock. I told them, from my experience, they didn't need to do a full tech lock. If they just did the holes and maybe a net chain, it would keep their costs down. And most everyone that carries an EDC fixed blade is going to have their own way that they want to carry it, right? With either a straps, a clip, however. But they did a really nice multi-positioning ulti-clip. I want to say on their site, MSRP 63 or 69, we'll look in a sec. But they, instead of doing 14C, it's Nitro V, stonewashed, and it's got jimping. I don't know if you guys can see. You've got this nice jimped area here, and you've got this nice jimped area up here. So you've actually got a lot of grip on this little knife, and it's super comfortable. It is very light, and it's not a hard use. I'd say it's very much a slicer, and I need to bring some full paper over here. I think I've got a coupon book I brought. I did. Let's break out my holiday coupon book. Take a gander. This is the factory edge. It's called the Vosteed Mink. And I've just started, I think it came yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I've been carrying it once I put the discrete carry clip on it twice. And I haven't cut, I did break down some cardboard. Hard to use it? No, I haven't beat on it, but it's very, very sharp. And it's a very nice little package. I'm just going to show you. I have no affiliation. I don't have a link with those guys. I just met, I think, their social media team at Blade Show, and really like their stuff, like what they do. And the young guy and the young girl that were at the booth recognized me from the old days when I used to post a lot of driving and flipping videos. I thought there was a new arrivals. Here we go. This is where I saw it. So it's this guy right here. Keep in mind, this is just the retail price. But this is the little lock it comes with, the little tech lock. To me, it's a little bit bulky, but people who are going to carry it, if that's your gig. But it comes in a lot of different colors. They did a great job on the sheet. That's what they were kind of perplexed with, was how to market it without a sheet, because I guess they've done some kitchen cutlery, but they hadn't done EDC knives, right? And it's surprising. I was like, Kydex is a no-brainer. You can do that very inexpensively, and they did it so well. I mean, the retention of this knife, I think it retains right under here. They also added sharpening foil. Could be better with the plunges, but it wasn't there in the prototype. So one of you guys, or somebody that was in a Friday Night Flicks, won one without a sheet. It wasn't supposed to leave here. I don't think they'd mind if I gave it away, but I could never post a video about it. It's totally secret. What's up, Marisol? Channel member and my brother. What is up, dude? I've got my Focus 3 in my pocket, and I've got my Focus 2 just cleared customs. It should be here, I think, Monday. And I've been looking at what is it called? A Lamia. It's BLT, I think, were GP knives. One of the two has CWBs, Lamia's or Lamania, whatever, and one other custom light. I've been kind of looking at them, trying not to do anything stupid because I don't need any more lights. They don't give me the same pleasure. I can't cut coupon books over empty Amazon boxes. Blade Ogre, I think I said hey to you, but hey again. I love seeing you guys communicate in the chat. That is what it's all about. What I said in the new subscriber video, and I never say it to be an asshole, and all I mean is I love new people to come into the chat. I love new people to come to the channel, but I just want you, if it's your first time here, to say hey to a few people so people recognize you, so that if you get drawn in the giveaway, you're not an absolute stranger and it doesn't look like you're somebody that jumped in just to try to get a giveaway, that you're here for the content, right? Because these are knives that I give away out of my collection to people that I care a lot about. What's up, Donald? And just by being in here saying hey to each other and engaging, you'll meet some super cool people. Somebody will stand up for you. Like if I draw a name later tonight from the giveaway we're doing for Work-Life Balance, and it's a name that none of us have ever seen, Jim Miller, by chance, might jump up and say, no, I was chatting with them earlier in the chat, because I don't want to deny anybody the chance. What I want to do is make sure my knives go to people that are my crew, right? So if we were all sitting around Blade Show or at a knife swap, and I was passing out some of these knives, I'd want to make sure they went to you guys. Angelo, channel member, what is up? But guys, I've got to show you the Grail that I got this week, thanks to brother Carco and Bill Proex. Tri-State, what is up? The man, the myth, the legend. Do you like the way I'm trying to up my game, dude? I know it's, to me, you're probably looking at it going, oh my God. But yeah, I'm the hack that doesn't edit his videos, but I do give Tri-State a hard time, even though he's probably the most professional, polished. And I love what he's done with making his explosions when he throws his unboxings actually visual, not just audible. I think that's strong as death. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to up it a little bit. I got a different light to throw a little more color. I've got kind of this wonky table that's my phone's kind of thrown backwards, so when I grab something, it's like it's my left hand. It's all fucked up. But I'm glad you're here, my friend. Who else we got in here? Knife Nut 69. What is up, buddy? Josh Branson. Howdy, my friend. Two lefties have been on gluey magnets. I'll show you what I used. I've got it right here. And it was JD for EDC. He might have used something different, because they do have some really expensive, like if you're, I guess, doing fidgets and stuff like that. But this is that Gorilla Glue super glue. It's not their special epoxy. I think I got 2 tubes for like $6. And I use a little dab of that. I use it so far on the micarta and on the carbon fiber, but I put a little dab on it after I stenciled it out from the liner. Took the liner out, put a little glob there, probably too much. Stuck my magnet on there and let it sit for probably 5 minutes tops. It's totally dry. Put the frame back on with a liner, put it back together, and I swear I need to have one of mine that doesn't have the magnets. But I swear it feels like it has a crisper detail. And I mounted them exactly where JD for EDC showed. The Lamia is my new number 2 Grail. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Wait a minute. How did I leave that out? My Lamia was my number 2 Grail. Absolutely love that knife. But I was thinking of the flashlight. I was trying to communicate with Marcel. Ginger Fisher, what is up, channel member? I was trying to communicate with Marcel because he's one of the custom light gurus in the community. And I recently jumped down this rabbit hole, which is a simple, you probably handle it tri-stage. It's the Urban EDC FocusWorks 3. And when I first got it and did the unboxing, I didn't even know it had a soft touch feature where you can soft touch it like 1, 2, 3 to get your 3 different brightnesses: low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Click it, it stays on high. Now, if I turn it off, click it back on, it remembers that it was on high, right? But if I just want to cycle through it, I can get it on low, and then when I click it, it'll remember. Nothing really fancy about it, except it's, I guess, kind of low-key bougie. I'm an idiot. It uses a little battery like this, which I bought 2 of, which of course, like when I bought my second slip, I had to buy a FocusWorks 2 that used the same battery because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm trying to jump into the custom flashlight in a small way. But Mayor Salt, if you looked at a CWB, I think it's called an Arcadia Click Slim. That might have been we'll go look at him in a second. Devo, what is up, brother? Let me try to get caught up so I don't get behind. Neil McKenzie, what is up, my man? I think I said hey to you earlier. Just Nate is a new member. Thank you, Just Nate. Make sure you go to the member section and get in to win the second night for tonight. And we'll have another one that we'll give away, but we'll probably go raid somebody's channel. I don't know how we're going to do that one yet. Let's see. Angelo, channel member, what is up, brother? You hot all you want to, man. And channel members, that's another thing. You guys don't have to be present, and nobody has to have talked to you. You'll come up in a totally different giveaway. I will track you down and make sure you get the knife. It's just for the subscriber giveaway. That's why I even hate to do a video saying GAW or giveaway, because I never want people to come to my lives for giveaways. I mean, it's not that I don't want you guys to get knives. It's just I'm not in it to draw people in it, if that makes sense. I'm in it for you guys to win it, and the less of you that there are, the better your chances are. Of course, I want to grow my audience, but I don't want to do it because people come here, they don't care about knives, that they want to, you know, grab stuff. Turd burgle, as Stevie would say. Which reminds me, we're rapidly approaching the up day. I hope you guys are going to be able to hang out some on Monday. And Cole, if you're still in here, have you tried the Wii Nefarious or Nefarious? I learned about this on Jared's channel, and he influenced me to go buy it. And it's probably the finest Wii that I've ever experienced. I think it's an internal design, but I could be wrong because I know nothing about knives. But it's got thunderous detents. It's got really thin, nice geometry. It's a big boy knife. I'd say it's, you know, it's a full-size knife. If we put it up next to, let's put it next to our stitch. So that's the Wii Nefarious next to the stitch. So it's a big boy knife, but it's very thin, and it's got amazing balls action. I've not put skiffs in it yet. I'm not taking it apart yet. It came perfectly centered. I literally bought it, and I'm not usually influenced. Well, Kevin has this weird draw over me. Tri-State has made me buy some shit. Not made me, but led me to some shit. And Jared's led me to some shit. But when Jared gets excited about this, when he said his only nitpick, if any, was that it could use a stronger stop pin because it clanks so hard when it opens, dude, I was done. I love the look of it. And you could tell, not what he said, but the way he said it and the way it just sounded. I can just watch somebody open and close a knife. And guys, I'm such an urban EDC goob who cuts such little shit. but loves knives with a passion. I would think of somebody who cuts a ton of shit. I can learn a lot about what I like from watching somebody hate on a knife or having somebody love on a knife. Matthew Russell, what is up? Palmer, what's your favorite button lock? Ooh, nice, nice. Hopefully you'll win the Solaris tonight because this is probably one of my first button locks that I really liked. My favorite button lock, I have two actually, and it is the Protect Malibu and the Protect Mordax. Only because I'm a big fan in what Protect did with the action, and this was kind of the hype that started me down the button lock, Protect in particular, down the Protect path. And these are flipper only knives, which I usually don't jam with. And I think I left these out of my flipper only video. I'm such a shitty creator. But these are probably my favorite in the under 300 range. But I love the Vosti. I've got the, let me grab it. If I can grab it without knocking shit over. Give me 2 seconds. Can't find my right hand. Give me 1 sec. Get out of the way of that. Sorry about that. But Palmer, for like if I went to Amazon and wanted to spend less than $50 on a really good button lock, I think the Vosteed Raccoon and either the Cleaver or the Spear Point for me has been a good, really good one. I've had two. Neither one of them have had any problems with spine whack. If you spine whack it and it fails, all you gotta do is send it back. But I like the Raccoon. I like the CJRB Pyrite. I think it's a fantastic button lock. Probably the most accepted button lock, whether you get it in aluminum, whether you get it in titanium, whether you get it in G10. They've got a Wharncliffe and a drop point. It's a winner. And I even picked up, they've come out with the mini Pyrite in aluminum, 14C. They've got a Wharncliffe and a drop point. And it is just a great little button lock. So there are a lot out there, depending on what price range you want to look at. We makes really good button locks. Civivi, I had a bunch of Civivis. I've given them away, and they were all good. But the Solaris, we're going to be giving it away tonight. It's a good button lock. And yeah, really depending on the size that you like. Because I'll tell you another one, if you like a big knife, the White Mountain exclusive XL Big Lighter was a really good button lock that I had in my collection for quite a while. Mind Milton, channel member, what is up, brother? Junior Miz, the one with the blue pivot. Do y'all know what that is? It freaked me out when I got it. I won this And I'll show you a secret. I don't know if you can read what it says on the clip. Orange peel. Do y'all recognize it? The Kaiser October. It is a prototype that I won off Neve's Knives last Thursday. This is a fluke. It's got a G10 collar, titanium hardware. It's got orange peel, solid titanium. There's no weight relief, so this knife weighs a ton. And it's got contoured handles. So if you look at the inside, there is no weight relief in those handles. And I had an OG October, the peppermint or candy stripe. I had it for a while. I let Shane borrow it with a bunch of knives early on, and he reviewed it. And it actually had lock fail. And oddly enough, after he spine whacked it for a while, a long time ago, and called me about it, it got to where it wouldn't fail anymore. It was bizarre. But I ended up giving it to Dark Gravity, and then happened to be just entering Jared's giveaways last Thursday and won this little gem. And I've really enjoyed it. We'll review it, kind of talk about it. Got some different things from what I remember than the original October. The little cutaway here, or the blade hole, seems smaller and more acute, sharper, and easier to get. It definitely seems to have a thicker blade. It's S35VN, and for some reason it feels like it's getting ready to cut through my fingernail, which brings me to the Grail that Carco helped me procure. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. So, Mick Salt, did you hear me say, and we'll go to DLT, and you can tell me the ones I'm looking at if they're even worth the time. One of them's a CWB, one of them's the Katia Slim Click, and there's a couple of others that DLT carries. But check this out, kids. Look at the carbon fiber on it. So this is a Grail that I didn't even think I necessarily wanted, because I'd seen them for the last couple of years at Blade Show. My buddy A to Z EDC let me borrow about 8 months ago 2 knives from him to hang on to for a couple of weeks and do reviews on. One was the Conegarius flipperless that he has, and the other was his Evo. And I thought that I might become infatuated with the Arius. I never expected that it would be the other way around, that I became, one day I know I'm going to have to own one of these knives, even though it's so over what anything I need is. And for some reason, the Arius, it's a great knife. The Mini's kind of attracted my attention, but it's not something that I'm just absolutely in love with. So I've been looking around talking about wanting one of these, and Brother Corco reached out and said he had an extra one that he'd be willing to let go of. And this is a special one, guys. And it is a forever knife for me. But if you guys know Bill, Pro X 13, I want to say 1308, but I might be wrong, at Pro X, used to be in the chats all the time, does scales, is just a freaking master. And he did these carbon fiber scales for this Evo. and it is like number one at the top of my heap right now. I love this knife. I carry it constantly. I think it's just sick. It's really, I don't know why, I like it so much. It looks just so intense. And then I've got the Padre, which I really think, and I said in my top 10 video, that this knife is as good as any knife I could ever want and never need another knife again. Because the Padre, to me, did a lot of the same things that the Evo did, except when you have them together, you realize really how different they are in so many different aspects, like size, look, handle, the way they feel in the hand. Um, are there similarities? This is a cool ass knife. And the reason I was initially drawn to it was the fact that it looked very much Evo-y to me, because I'd only handled an Evo. But once I got it in my hand and realized how crispy the frame lock was, it's a front flipper. And as you guys know, I hate a fucking front flipper. I wish they would just make it go away as a way to open knives, but this one works so well. Fantastic knife. I think they dropped these again. I'm sure they'll drop them again. I wish I had some affiliation. I would say I know White Mountain Knives has gotten them before. Let's see what Brian Care, new member. Welcome, brother. Thank you, dude. Please go to the members only section and enter for the members giveaway. I'm going to post it right now. I've got the subscriber giveaway. We should go into work knife balance. So we'll do that drawing earlier, and then we'll make sure all the members get a chance. All you've got to do to be a member and enter in one of my member giveaways is just find this week's video under the member section. It shows the Tucson TS something. It's this one right here. And all you have to do is leave a comment. And if I draw your name from the random comments from that video, I'll find you. You don't have to be present if I do that drawing late. I just want to make sure that all the members get in there. That's why I posted early in the week, because all you have to do is go in and leave a comment. Carco is a new member, my hero. Carco, I hope your ears weren't burning. But yeah, if you saw my top 10 of my collection, and I'll tell you what didn't make it, but I don't carry it enough. And I love this knife so much, guys. I don't know if I've shown you. This is probably one of, I would call it a museum quality piece that I have, that I picked up from brother Dark Gravity. This is a Michael Ziba S5 Odin. I don't know if you can see that backspacer. But check this out. Can you see those ruins written down in the back of the backspacer? It's got a Jason Knight blade, Brooklyn, New York. Odin's the god of something, Norse god of something. And the detail on this knife and the lightness of this knife, and it's such a tactical freaking knife, but it's just, to me, the clip says Till Valhalla. But it didn't even make my top 10 because I just don't carry it much. And I don't know, and I feel guilty because that's, hey, Chris, what's up? That's one of the things I promised Dark Gravity. Hopefully he'll join us tonight and I can confess my sins, because one of the reasons he let it go to me is I promised I'd carry it, and I have carried it. I just don't want to mess up the clip, and I've got so many freaking knives. What's up, B Shady? Channel member. I've got to look at the Clydesdale. We might do that tonight. The Hedgehog How do you like it, Be Shady? I carry mine as a slip joint. The only thing I'd say if I'm disappointed, and I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, this is the purple cow. And I think I got a really muted version of the purple cow because I know carbon fiber's all over the board. It's kind of like wood. It's going to be organic. But I wish I'd gotten a more flashy color. But I really love this knife. I also have it in the OG carbon fiber that looks like plastic in 14C. So I've always been a fan of the Hedgehog and a huge fan of traditional pocket knives. I'm right now wrestling with the Lush, the Jaeger V3. That's why I upgraded my Jaeger V2 and added the little Zerk clip, Zerk backspacer, and black hardware and started carrying it again, is I'm hoping I don't get drawn to the Jaeger V3 that has a square pivot. I don't know what else they've done different on the V3, but I don't need one. I don't need any more NAS. And I'll tell you what I bought today. As I say, I don't need any more NAS. Let me show you what dumbass bought today. Well, I knew they were coming, and I was dumb enough to not get there in time. So I've got the Scout 3.5 or 2.5. I've got the fixed plate Scout. And so they just dropped the Scout Medics. They didn't have all of my Carter earlier, but I ended up buying the titanium, which I didn't want because it's how a knife addict's brain works. I'm just going to show y'all. I don't even see my Scout. Anyway, I've got a Scout somewhere that looks like this. I ordered the micarta handles, but it does not stay in the sheet as well as the carbon fiber. So I've got a carbon fiber Scout that I got on NAS sale. So if I'd have known, I would have gotten the micarta Medic for 130 bucks, but I didn't see it. So I got the titanium and then immediately went over for the scales and bought the carbon fiber scales. So now I'll have a Scout and a Medic. And that was just a stupid kind of addict move that I made today without even thought about it. Oh, really? So MC is doing his live? Sweet. I will not blame y'all for going over there. Hold on a second. I'm going to go see if I can find my Scout. It's weirding me out that I don't see it. It was right under my nose. So this is the 2.5 little fixed blade Griffin Scout that I've got. And I ordered micarta scales for it. And it still retains great. But what I love about this, watch what happens when I push the sheet. I mean, it just flies out. So I keep it with an ulti clip in my back pocket, and it's just a little workhorse. So the Scout, from what I understand, is a lot smaller knife. I missed the first drop, so I grabbed another one. But as you guys just saw, I pissed away $50 because I didn't need the titanium scales. If anybody's looking for titanium scales for a Scout, let me know. And never, ever, please buy a knife that I show unless you like the knife, because my channel is totally different than anybody's you see. My whole deal is talking about how knives and EDC stuff that I rarely need makes me feel, right? I'm not like a, slip joints for me, I came into it, honestly, I hated them before. So I appreciate that you see stuff that you like, but I never want to influence anybody. I mean, hopefully, like the people that influenced me when I first got into it, I'd see cool stuff that I might not be aware of, and then I'd, absolutely fall into it. But I went into the whole deep. Guys, I was thinking about it the other day. I think, congratulations, Junior Miz. I've only been in the community since part of COVID. Double D Tent, what is up, brother? I'll tell you what I've got to give away in a future video, and I've got to figure out how to do it because I've got a really cool Kaiser that I want to give away. And I want to show you guys, not only was Corco cool enough to put a Grail in my hands, but he included a little USA made fixie from a guy who doesn't even make knives anymore. And this is a little servant knives, the size that I like. I mean, this is about the size of a chickadee. I'll show it to you next to, look at it next to the Boker BFF. It is a great, great little knife. CPM 3V, like a little run of 12 of 35. Solid tang construction, just a little jabber. Super sharp. Where's my coupon book? Just a great little knife. Set it with an ulti clip. Just blew me away. Just a fantastic little small one. As a matter of fact, I think that fires me up so much that I'm going to do a special giveaway for my Tucson TS150, the little S90D small Tucson that started me down the rabbit hole of EDC fixed blades. Let me grab. All right, guys. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to be gambling on this one because White Mountain Knives has not gotten any more of these in the last like 8 months. This is the knife that started it all for me. It's a little Tucson, super small, 3-finger knife, but it's S90V. It's a long design. Let me show it to you next to a chicken. So when I was first infatuated with Kevin's chickadees, I found this little guy for under $100 in S90V. So I bought it just to see if I would actually carry a smaller knife. And as you see, now that I've lost the sheath, I mounted it the same way so I can carry it appendix style, right? And it turned out to be a game changer in my EDC. So much so, it could just be my knife addiction. But it is a little banger, crispy critter. And this one we're going to gift out to somebody in the chat tonight. But guys, this little dude is a laser beam. This is a factory edge. Whoops. Small little knife. Long designs. S90V. Comes with the little sheath and the belt strap that I put on it, because that's how I carried it. And that will be our just random giveaway. We've got the giveaway for work knife balance, where you guys want to go to the video that's linked in the description and leave a message over there. Subscribe to him. I don't think we'll be able to get him to 1,000. He was at 920 the other night when I started. But super nice guy. I've enjoyed his content. He's had a couple of insomniac late night streams, and I'm up late, so I've been in his chats talking to him, and I really enjoyed the guy. Really nice guy. What else crazy have I gotten in? I did show you guys Greg, the Tucson TS150 would be a perfect neck knife. It is, what's up, Pat? Channel member. It is an absolute tiny little knife. But this is my OG Cold Steel 8015 that I sent off to Satu with my first run of knives with my 4 Max and my Tucson. I don't know if you guys can see the grind. If you look at the tip, it'll kind of remind you of the flat grind that was in the 8015. But what he was able to do with this knife and the other two, now, a lot of people aren't going to want their cold steels to be slicers, right? We all use knives differently. So this has taken a lot of he left a lot of the strength in the tip, but it made it more of a slicer for me. And I'm just blown away by what Brother Satu's doing. The other thing I wanted to point out to you guys, which I have before, let me find under my mass of stickers over here. Hold on, guys. I don't know if you guys were here last week or if I talked about it, but when I ordered my little Protect Strider PT207, I ordered it from these guys, North River Outdoors, only because they came up in Google, right? I'd never had any experience with them. They had this knife in stock, and they had the smooth aluminum in stock. There was about a $30 difference. So what I did is I thought I was buying a textured one, but I put the other one in my cart, checked out, bought it, realized what I did about 3 o'clock in the morning when I got my confirmation email. And I sent them a little email. Hey guys, you know, I've gone through this before with some of the bigger retailers, and I'm really hoping I don't have to cancel my order because I want it to ship out as soon as possible. Is there any way I can just make up the difference and get, instead of the smooth knife sent out, the texture. And they sent me a email at about 9:15, which would have been 10:15 their time, saying, John, thanks for the order. Is this the knife that you wanted? And sent me a link to this knife. And I was like, yes. However, I realize it's a more expensive knife, and I want to make sure that if we can do it, that I can pay the difference and not have to cancel my original order and buy this. And they said, John, enough said. If this is the knife you want, have a great day. This is the knife we'll send you. Don't worry about the difference. Now, when I got the knife, I also realized they were a small mom and pop shop because it had a little price tag inside the box when you'd open it up, right? So it was more than just an internet store. So I've been going back there looking for something else because they carry Benchmade, ProTech, a lot of things that I don't buy all the time. But I came across this little blast from the past. I don't know if y'all remember Asher knives. I've given them away on the show. I still have several in my collection. I think Spencer over at Asher Knives is a fantastic guy. And this is the G10 Evolve liner lock in 20 CV and G10. And this knife, I want to say from a retailer was $115 or $120. And guys, this knife is so good. One day I will make this available to give away, but right now I'm just infatuated with it. And it just happened to be in stock when I told Spencer on Instagram that I'd found another one of his knives after a couple of years. He didn't even know who they were. He was like, wow, I'm not even sure if I know they're a dealer. I said, well, you ought to reach out to them because they don't have any more in stock. And I found it right on their homepage as new arrivals. But just for a little EDC, not a budget knife, but what I would consider a very value-rich knife for what it is. Not titanium, not fancy materials, but it does have a very well-done blade with fantastic blade steel, and what I consider to be just a quality G10 material. So I had kind of written these guys off. Guess who's here? We've got a guest, guys. You ready to come in, buddy? Thumbs up whenever you're ready. Sweet. There's Brother Scotch.
What's up? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man, I hear you good, dude. I was just talking about going back to when I bought my Strider, finding this retailer that I'd never found before. You know, that did me the solid by sending me the texture PT207. When I sent them the email saying, hey, I'll pay you more. You were here for that story, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I went back and I finally found a knife that they had in stock that I wanted to buy, and I just bought it. And it's an Asher that I used to buy a lot of. And I've really been impressed with this knife. This is a $115 knife, I want to say, in CPM 26 days, G10, very nice liner lock, very bug outy without being a bug out, but it's a finger flip only. How do you like your Micro Praetorian? I was trying to decide what the size of that was, dude. Do you have it?
I should. I just got it yesterday, so I've handled one before, and I had a Micro Praetorian, and then this is the tie, so it's the thick blade.
But it's short, right? I mean, it's like
a small. Trying to think what I have down here that you.
It's shorter than a slim midi. Would it maybe be XM20 or would it maybe be a half track size or a little bigger?
Maybe a little bit bigger than a half track. So here's like an SNG. So it's quite a bit smaller.
Is an SNG the same size as my ProTech SNG?
I think they're relatively the same size.
So that's a little guy, but it's thicker than your SUV, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a thick. Trying to think what else I have down here that would be.
Just
Shoot, I
it
might
is an
have-
overbuilt little chode. I love that guy. I'm guilty. You know, I dropped a mint on this crazy ass shovel just because I appreciated that PNP and Max 8. Well, PNP designed it and Max 8's built it. And after taking it apart, it's just kind of like, wow.
Yeah, these are cool. I mean, I liked. So I had one last year. It was like I said, it was the thinner version with the G10 scale, and I liked it. But I knew I'd handled a tie, so I knew I wanted one of those. But my buddy had a regular one that was. It's confusing with Medford. It was titanium scales, so they call that the T. The tie is the full thickness one.
Right.
And I don't know, they feel good. I mean, for how small it is, it feels good in hand.
Is that a newer production or is that an old knife?
This is brand new. I got it from their holiday show.
Okay, so that's the one that they started reproducing. That what's her name? Julie. What's his girlfriend's name? That's in all the Instagrams now. Not Amy. Lori. Is it Lori? The blonde who brought Shane his knife. I always forget her name. She's in a lot of the social media stuff now, but she's been holding a lot of those smaller knives.
Are they dating?
Oh, dude.
I thought she was married.
Lindsay. I've heard
Lindsay.
that I've heard that they were a deal. Now that's from Shane. I don't make gossip. Now, Greg was alone in Nashville. I'm not passing anything. I know that Amy and Greg are divorced.
It's weird because Amy still works at the company.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've
And I
been
think
divorced for a couple of years now. Because
Same
when me and
with
my buddy
Brother
took the
Pocket
tour
Metal.
a couple years ago, Lindsay's the one who gave us the main tour. And we met everybody in the shop.
One that engaged with Shane when Shane was working at the adult place to save up enough money to buy his knife. But he's the one that told me that they were definitely a thing. Now, whether that's here or there, we don't need to be starting stuff for sure.
What's up, everybody? And then this one, here's the other one. So I was out of town. I took the guys on a fishing trip. And this is that other one I bought on your live.
Oh, yeah, that
on Black Friday from that maker, O'Brien Blades.
Yeah, what's it called? Brian
That's
Blades?
cool looking.
O'Brien Blades.
O'Brien,
Just found him. Someone invited me to he's a small maker in New York
make you big
somewhere.
for just a second.
And like, I'm not a Timascus. Like, I keep saying I'm not a Timascus guy, but I don't know. The guy is cool. Like, I watched some of his videos. I've talked with him a bunch. So it's dark. He calls it black Timascus. So it's darker on this side.
Yeah, it looks like blue and purple, right?
And then it's a G10, or not G10, micarta on this side. And then he's flipped the pivot collar. So it's like Timascus.
Is it a frame or a liner?
It's a liner lock, and he does them in frame locks too. But I'm a fan. I mean, that's what's kind of cool is finding these newer
really cool.
makers. You know, guys who will talk. They're small enough, and you can talk to them. And like I said, he's a pretty cool guy. So
it can be a deep dark hole too, because I've fallen into and started communicating with him, just asking how he's doing. Dustin Driver Defense, who made this splinter and that holder that I brought in. I want to say A to Z, and I could be misquoting, but I want to say when he bought that semiconductor titanium hand ground folder from Dustin Driver that was beautiful, and I'll show you a picture, but I want to say it was around $1,700. But this little knife was over $300, and it can be a deep hole.
yeah,
You know, to go into these knives because you like the maker, you like what
you want to support him. You want to see him.
And I know how much time it took him to make this one knife. I know how
Yeah.
much of his time is involved in making this knife. You know, he doesn't have the machinery to cut his, but I did. Remember how I showed y'all the knife I gave away from Amazon that had the sus clip? I went and bought one of the $35 banded clips. Just maybe it was my guilt button, but to put on here. Have you ever seen these clips before?
Mm-mm.
I need to go grab the little bag. They're great clips. They're really popular for for a knife, they're great, but they're really good for bigger pew-pew holsters. You can buy a left and a right and put them on each side. Basically, what it allows it to do is go inside your pocket instead of using your belt or inside your hem behind your belt. And it's this patent pended. Let me grab the bag.
Vaughn likes a deep hole.
He just he stays up way too late at night watching stuff, and it just goes from one video to the next, and the next thing he's watching makeup.
Guilty because
Deep holes.
the knife that I bought off Amazon was totally original looking. I've never seen anything like it except the clip, and I've unfortunately given it away. But this is called a K-sheath clip. That's the maker who holds the patent to this real deal, and it's not cheap. It's like a $35 clip. And I can't remember, U.S. sold by Colodo. So I guess it's a U.S. made clip. But it's weird. And I bought it. See, here's a picture on a bigger knife, like a Bowie style knife, where they've got it on both sides. That's a long Kydex sheath, right? So that's going to give you twice the retention of something like this, which is more than enough retention. Because when you drop this down into your pocket, I mean, it locks in and it's not going to pull out. So if you go to pull this knife out without even using the thumb deployment, this catches.
Does it feel good when you pull it out?
I've not put it in and pulled it out yet. As bad as that sounds, it just came in today, Pocket Metal, and I put it on. But I plan to try it out because that makes all the difference in the world.
Isn't that how
tell
babies
you,
are
it
made?
feels the best. And a knife. Congratulations, Kevin. I was married for 20 years, and the last 8 years have been pretty fly, wonderful for me. I've been divorced. But Pocket Metal, this has been wonderful. This little Boker
Yeah.
with this
Yeah,
pocket
it's a cool
clip,
knife.
because it's a leather sheath, so it comes right out. You know, I can have it deep in my pocket and clip down, and I can draw it with no problem. And it is so slicey.
It seems like a lot to have in a pocket. Like, how thick is it overall? Like, if you measured
The
it,
knife itself, so if you
the
look at
knife
the
and the
sheath,
teeth.
let's look at this is my hedgehog in my Northwood leather sheath. So if you think about it, this is riding towards the top of the pocket, right?
I don't know if I can think about that.
So what's going down into your actual pocket, you don't feel. And I can have keys and other things down here.
I'm just talking about the thickness, you know, for us people who wear our jeans as tight as our skin.
Yeah, the thickness is going to be that thick if you wear it inside. Now, you can also wear it outside if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to click it into your pants,
Yeah.
it's going to retain just as much behind your hem. It's going to look a little funky because you're going to be carrying it now like this out of your pants, but the retention is going to be the same. What I loved about this knife, and I don't know if I showed you guys or if y'all watched the review, but I'll show it now because I thought it was so ingenious. Did I take the scale off last week?
Nope.
Show you
Oh,
guys
yeah, you showed that you can reverse the little thing,
the little clip.
the lanyard hole
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, guys, to me, that was just next level. And I'm sure it's a stupid little thing. I'm going to flip it back around. I'll probably get it loose to where it rattles. So I got in that Shirogorov RJ Martin lottery for my buddy A to Z.
Did you win it?
Yeah, I won it for him.
Oh, nice.
And picked it up, and I got to do the unboxing. I thought it was great, not my jam. And he came over here and he started shaking it. He's like, dude, can you hear that? I was like, no.
Oh, I saw it. He sold it then, didn't he?
No, he haven't sold
Or
it.
did he sell- I saw that. Did he try selling them?
It was 200. When I went back to the listing, they were 200 because he got about the same time I got a congratulations email from Recon One.
Mm-hmm.
He got a congratulations email from Recon One. So they must have had 4 or 5 there. And when you read the description of the actual Shirogorov, RJ Martin, Blue Jean Micarta collaboration, there were 200 made in S90V. So it wasn't a one-time thing. I noticed Beard of Doom posted one today that he picked up. So this thing is so well machined in here, you've kind of got to get your fingernails, which I just clipped, right in there. Or I guess I could turn it
Are
upside
you trying
down.
to show us on your table because we can't see it?
I know you can't see it yet because I haven't taken it out. So I just took it out. I just took the little thing out that I had in this way. But if I flip it around this way and stick it back into the scale, it now gives me the lanyard. I put it in the wrong way.
Come on, Javon.
Javon, drop the ball. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I struggle bus.
Don't tell us what to do.
Dude, you've got to see the video that's coming out tomorrow if you want to see a struggle bus. No, here you go. So I put it in the wrong
That's every one of my videos. Lately,
So when
it's
I
just
put
like
it in this way,
mumble.
it looks just like a perfect little lanyard tube. And it's got this like fish hook system locking it in. So it's going to have just as much retention, I would think, than would a solid lanyard. I just thought it was really cool engineering.
Fucking ingenious.
They are very
Well,
slow.
I tell you, I think it's worth an extra $100.
I actually got it on sale, and it was a more expensive knife, but it's one, in all fairness, I've been watching for over a year, and it's the cheapest that I'd ever seen it, by $100 bucks.
Yeah, it's a
So
cool,
I'll
it's
idiot.
a cool little thing, for sure.
But the video I did last night and the video I've got coming out tomorrow, when the live started, I went in and I added credit to JD4EDC, whose video I watched. I was going to send my Demcos. You don't have any Demcos, do you, Pocket Metal?
Don't like them.
Okay, because I might send you one as a gift. Because what I did, I've got 4.
That's the funniest fucking reaction to someone saying I don't like something. I'm gonna give you one.
Well, what
You're
I did
fucking
last
learn to
night,
like it.
watch my video tomorrow. I've done a magnet mod. So if you look at this, I put 2 rare earth magnets. See them in there?
Nope. Oh yeah, I see them now.
Those are 2 rare earth magnets that are
I was looking up higher.
They're super glued into the scale right where you take the scale. And you
Is this your way of fixing the weird detent?
Yeah. So what it does is now, watch this. The magnet is giving you that extra little resistance to where I can't fail this knife.
This just shows you how great this knife is thought out when someone has to fucking super glue magnets into it.
Well, I think what came, in all fairness, I think the Winter Blade Curve made people think that magnets could
You
improve.
Demco brothers are listening. You're fucking, man, you did some good shit.
I watched other videos, and there's somebody was telling me in the chat earlier who actually does this, and he reached out to me and he was going to do a couple for me. He wasn't even going to charge me, but I watched the video. And so you go to Amazon. This is a pack of 3 sizes. You only need the biggest size. These are like $12, and there are enough magnets in here to do 100 Demcos. They're rare earth magnets. And then I bought, for $6, maybe 7, I bought 2 tubes of this Gorilla super glue. Where the fuck did I put it?
Bend over, I'll show you. Mersal, go shut the fuck up. You know I have knives that aren't just primitive knives. These just look prettier.
Anyway, I had super glue. It's probably going to
rotten bastard.
Together. But yeah, it was a fun little mod. And the first video I did, I figured this could take forever because I always struggle so much. So I took my 80 20.5 my corridor went all the way apart where I had all the parts laid out. I'd already stenciled my magnets and glued them so people wouldn't have to wait. And basically, we just put it back together on camera to see if it would make a difference. And after it did, I mean, I was up to probably 4 o'clock this morning. I went ahead and did. I haven't tried it on my aluminum or my titanium, but I would think because the super glue is all material, I would think it would have. I could get it to glue.
I just got to ask this. I don't know if you, me with knives, magnets from the planet Earth. How did they get here then? What the fuck does that even mean?
Well, they market them as rare earth, whatever rare earth means.
I've always heard them called,
just,
like people talk about rare earth magnets. If they're rare, shouldn't they be more than $12?
You would think so. We would think if we took all this stuff literally, but so much of it's marketing. So,
Come on, don't you know something about marketing?
Did I show you that?
Yes, it's pretty. I like it. What color is the insert? So is it blue?
Blue. You know who did
Fuck
those?
that shit. No, I know. I know ProX did it. ProX does awesome shit.
You don't
He's
like
a great
blue?
guy. I fucking can't stand. I don't own anything that's blue.
Dude, these could have been baby doo-doo color. And when I found out, when you look at not only the quality, because they came with the original scales too, but the work that he must have done to get these in the way he did, they could be literally baby vomit. And I would just be, it makes the knife that much more sweet. And I haven't seen through my thumbnail yet.
I've seen a correlation with people that like blue and then other things that they like. And I just don't want to be even thought of as being in that like same crowd in any way, shape, or form. Hail Satan.
I'm trying to think if I have any other knife that even has blue on it. Now,
I don't know if
has blue.
Damn it, Javon, shut up. This is my show now. Homer.
Eat your food.
I'm eating an apple so that way I don't get acid reflux when I eat some pizza in a minute. Green apples help with acid reflux for those people who don't know.
No shit, really?
Yeah, man, it's a fucking
I'm on like Prilosec every night.
Welcome,
it's
brother.
An apple a day. The green apple is literally, I think, where that saying came from. You can fucking damn near eat anything after that and not have a problem.
Really? Because I think
Snow White would disagree with you.
What's that?
I think Snow White would disagree with you.
She wasn't eating a green apple.
It was red, right?
Yeah. So, I don't hate everything. I'm just not one of those people that gushes over everything that's fucking stupid. And deem not correct. Hail Satan. So yeah, I do shit on a lot of stuff because if it doesn't appeal to me, then why should I pretend like I fucking like something?
I think that's what makes a balanced show is you have people that are passionate about dumb shit like me that makes no sense. You've got people that are passionate about real shit like Scotch and things that still makes no sense to most people. And then there are people like you who are passionate about more traditional stuff. The passion's still there. It's just
not. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I like some newer stuff, but that just goes back to if I was going to have a pile of something, the traditional shit is where I tend to lean towards for whatever fucking reason.
Can we talk about piles of shit? It's getting bad. I've got to open a NAS sale account. I bought another knife on NAS sale 4 o'clock this morning. And it's
bought a knife in 2 weeks.
And I don't even remember what it is, but it's
I have an Opinel right there. I don't really carry it that often, but I have one, and then I have another one in my bag somewhere that I like. Opinels are great knives for their money. Can't beat it.
It's going to be, we're going to have been in here in about an hour and 30 minutes. There's 76 of you guys in here. As much as I hate, as much as I fucking hate the YouTube or the StreamYard random generator tool, I think unless somebody throw out somebody whose channel, we've already going to be focusing on work-life balance, but who else is close to a number? Who can we go, just this little group here of 78 people, go give love, because I want to give away this TS 150 just really quick. Do y'all want me to do it in the chat? I'm gonna do it in the chat. Y'all didn't answer quick enough. I'm too fucking impatient. And why do I care if it's like fair, right? I want it to be fair. StreamYard says it's fair. As long
Five
as
door. What are you
somebody I
talking
know
about?
wins it.
Was that in the drop today?
And you must capitalize what we capitalize. No blanks, no spaces, no hashtag, no nothing. Just copy this and y'all start on it, and we'll make this giveaway quick so somebody can hopefully win and enjoy some of their if you enter in the other one, even if you enter in the subscriber and you're not here to claim it, but you're somebody who we know, we'll make sure that you guys get your prize. We won't sell it from under you.
The only 5-door, the only dark cherry that I've ever seen was a monkey edge frag. So no, I didn't see it. We were finishing up one of our last projects for the year today, and my internet was no bueno.
So is this the tiniest ProTech I can get, a PT? What's the size larger than this? The next
For
size up.
a ProTech?
Not a ProTech, I'm sorry, a Strider.
Oh, a Strider?
A frame lock Strider.
It goes PT, SNG. Well, now, I'm sorry, they've got the new JVA. So there's PT's the smallest, then JVA, then SNG.
So an SNG, like you see when you're cruising around on any given 14-day period, a decent one that you would own that's not all flashy, what do they range in? I mean, are we talking 6 to 12? Are we talking 8?
It depends. Like, this is an older SNG. Like, and that's the thing with Striders. It's double gunner grip. So they're more sought after. If you want to just get a regular, and even you can find an older one too.
I want kind of an entry. I don't want an older one if possible. I'd like a newer one with less bells and whistles, right?
Well, even
like
the older ones had less. They had less bells and whistle versions.
But don't they get better? I mean, don't they work out some of the stuff that people complain about with?
A lot of those are just people complaining. I found, honestly, in my opinion, the older ones are. It
Don't be
varies
hard
from
to
knife
get
to
my
knife.
225, man. I'm just telling you, that thing is fucking sweet.
It varies from knife to knife. I'm fine. I have more older ones than I do newer ones now. But
so what could somebody just want to get in on a decent one? Not
you could get a use. Like, do you want it? Do you care if it's like a user or?
If it's a user that's got chips in the blade, if it's been sharpened, no, I don't care about shit like that. I just want it to be a decent.
You can find a heavy user for 400, and you can get a brand new knife for $6. So
you can get a brand new knife for $6.
Yeah, there's the drop today. I think what was the price on those guys? What they go for, $5 or $5.50? And
I've
then
never seen them. I've never seen them or Demco's, and I missed a golden opportunity.
What time zone are you in?
What?
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Central.
5-door said 550.
550, yeah. You're in Central. They do a drop just about every Friday at it would be 2:00 for you p.m.
Really? On the Strider site or in their group?
You gotta on the Strider website, yeah. But you have to see the drop. You have to make an account and be logged into the account. But in the Facebook group, you can go. I got a brand new old stock Strider, Tanto, kind of a rare one. Some guys are looking to fleece people, and this guy.
I have a good buddy who's very, very wise, and I know it has nothing to do with your group, but I had a very wise, good friend of the community who buys and sells light lines, who just recently got taken on a totally different knife. I just think there's so much of that out there now that I would much rather pay a little bit more on, on their site if I knew when they were going to be dropping. So this is the site right here. I'm going to share this real quick to make sure I'm on the right place. And this
At least
is
if
where
you're
I
in
get
one of those
really
groups, you can ask other people and be like, "Hey, do you guys trust this guy?" and shit like that.
Oh yeah, yep,
Right.
that's the site. So you'll want to make an account. So those are what dropped today.
So they're available?
No, they're sold out. They'll sell out in minutes.
Gunner Grip. Does that mean that that's titanium?
Nope, that's G10.
G10. I got you. All right, so I would go in here and I would just create an account.
Yep. You probably don't want to let us see this.
I don't care. Do I have to put a credit card in there?
Nope, it doesn't let you. I've never been able to save my credit card info, but your shipping address.
It's good not to. I'll tell you why. Because in the Blade HQ debacle that happened a long, long time ago, I don't know if y'all remember that, where they posted that they'd had a breach. I got almost scammed out of $650 worth of Nikes about 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it doesn't save credit card info, but it'll save your shipping address and all that. So all that will populate. So all you have to do is once you get a knife in cart, enter your, and it depends. Some guys they have their credit card in their computer, so it'll populate it that way for them. But I've been lucky enough on drops. I just enter my credit card every time, and either I get it or I don't. So, but yeah, you can find, like, guys will start getting their knives from drops, and they'll try and make another $100 on them, $50. Sometimes they sell, sometimes they sit. So you'll pay $50 to $100 more on the secondary for, say, that knife that just dropped today. But if you're patient, just wait and just try on Fridays. Now, next Friday, they might do some SNGs, or they might do fixed blades, or they might do an SMF or something. So,
are y'all all entering? I'm getting ready to draw here in just a second. Leave blank to leave unchanged. So I can just do that, right? I don't have to put in change successfully, save changes. So I don't have to put in, addresses. Here we go. Shipping address.
I'm gonna go eat dinner. You kids have fun. Are you staying on for a while later, or how long?
Yes, I'm gonna be on late, but you want to get on the strong real quick. Some people put your name in, so let's go ahead and do it. Hold on. We've got 53 entries. We've got 83 in, guys. I'm gonna share this. Just jump in there and put Tucson. Here you go. Pocket Mail. If you win, I will find you.
I didn't put in.
No, but several people put in with you as the beneficiary. So if you come up,
I didn't even see that. Thank you, whoever did
that. I know you'll hate it, but we'll give it to you anyway. You'll like it, and I won't let it get away from you if you win. Come back, brother.
Yeah, I will if I eat and finish before you guys are done.
I'm hoping
I had pizza rolls for supper.
I don't know if you'll be able to or not.
Pizza rolls? Is that what you said?
I had pizza rolls for supper.
Oh, I thought you said I'm eating DiGiorno or something.
Nope. I think it's Totino's. I don't know. My daughter picked them up.
Totino's pizza rolls are awesome.
Dude, I love them. My wife was almost kind of disgusted. I don't think she's ever probably bought them.
I that and Hot Pockets, it was like, what you want, but
to me that was like a gourmet meal tonight.
I eat like a 12-year-old sometimes. You got to do it.
You can't see that, can you?
Tastes good. Fuck it. All right, kids. I'll see you in a little while.
All right, dude. How many do we have? Because I'm going to draw, but I don't want to leave anybody out. So we got 57 entries, 86 people. I'm not going to be mad at y'all if y'all are just lurking. It's okay to lurk and enter. Just type in capital TWO, capital SUN, number 150. All right, Chris got in, channel member. And we got a couple of others too, but why does this knife always want to get me in trouble when I try to sheath it? What did I order today? I ordered a dumb flashlight that's like this one from Meritech. This is that LEP, that laser projection device. Think, oh fuck. It like shoots like a baseball. Look at that. I mean, like if I shoot it across the cemetery, it's just a beam, right? So this is their small one. I bought the Big Daddy. Not that I need it, but I figured, hey, Tim.
What else is? So Shane thinks that Greg is dating Lindsay, huh?
No, now
It's-
there was more to it. I thought he said it on one of his things. I could be wrong, dude. I don't know why. I just assumed that for real. I don't think it was just Shane. I think it was. Well, I know Shane said that's his girlfriend, and they're all three, like Amy and Greg, have property that's next door that has a like courtyard that attaches them. They co-parent. They have a great relationship, and Lindsay's like friends with both of them. It's not a uncomfortable thing. But I shouldn't, I just thought that was common knowledge.
Yeah, Lindsay was super cool. She was going to take us. I mean, fuck, because we Ubered there, and their warehouse is by nothing.
Well, she's
And
super cool, and I was very
she offered to
surprised.
give us a ride. She was going to take us to a bar.
Dude, he was alone at Nashville Custom Night Show. One table, and him in the corner, kind of an angle by one of the bars, just sitting there, engaging with anybody that wanted to talk to him. Not like he is at Blade Show where he's got, a huge four-sided booth and he's doing podcasts. It was just him there, It was interesting. And I was surprised that she wasn't there. So I don't know. Yeah, that did surprise me.
What happened? Is Shane ever coming back?
Yeah, I think he's just, man, it's a crazy game. You've been there. You lose inspiration from time to time. All right, we got 62 and 88. Guys, are you good with me pulling for it? See who wins? I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, kids. Chris S. Where are you, Chris S? Does anybody know Chris S? Congratulations, Chris. If you've been here, good, buddy. All right, I'm going to drop my address, email in the chat, and I'm going to pin it. And all you got to do is send me your Continental U.S. address, and I will get you your Tucson shipped out, brother. Congratulations. And make sure y'all go watch the video that is pinned over on Work-Life Balance. Give him a like and a follow if you're not already following him. If you are already following him, still leave the comment so you'll be entered in the giveaway. And Tippy's just going to fuck with us. You coming over here, you want to come sit in my lap and just be a pain in the ass? What is it? What is it? Come on. All right, let me write this down. Then we're going to go is Chris S. But Chris, just send me an email, buddy. And congratulations and welcome. So that is going to you, brother. And like I say, this is the knife that started for me. Yeah, she's just gonna fuck with me. Care less. She'll go scratch herself on the phone. That's what she's doing now. She's scratching her back on my fucking phone. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to see. I'll show y'all what I bought. Because I don't even remember the name, but nope, you can sit in my lap. Come on. Come on. All right, let me share this. And there will be some cool stuff happening at NASAIL coming up at the end of the year. That's fucking ridiculous. The fuck?
$600 for a chub?
For a chub?
I don't know. I didn't think those were that
No, that's like a
expensive.
$200 knife, dude. That's that guy. I mean, I'll take time later tonight and I'll fucking just talk to these people. But I'll show you what I bought. Let's see what this is all new. I just look here because you never know what you're gonna find. And then what I do is I'll go in here and I'll go from highest to lowest just to see what crazy shit I might have missed. Have you ever heard of a Sharko knife, Walker 3-4?
Sharp knife. I've heard of them, but I've never.
2150.
Hold on, I'm shopping for you.
It doesn't look like that for me. It just doesn't do it. But I'm amazed at some of the things that Maverick. I think that's beautiful. Not anything I'd get.
Shit. Here's a full tie SNG performance for $600.
Oh, dude, don't do that to me.
You don't like the tiger stripe though, do you?
I don't. I'm on the blade.
Yeah, this is everything.
It's I'm not that particular. I'd rather have one that was more maybe Cerakoted. Here, I'll show you guys what I picked up. Let me log in. If it'll let me. There we go. I need to start selling on here. So I bought this bitch. Have you ever seen one of those?
Mm-mm.
It's an art form. It looked interesting. But just so y'all know, I absolutely use this site. I bought a ton of shit from here. I haven't sold anything, but I bought my, that's the art form. I bought my Lamia. I bought my.
I'm so worried. He said when I got my on that Lamia drop, I think he said they'd take 5 weeks, and I'm like, oh man, please get here before Christmas because we leave for 2 weeks after Christmas. And I'm like,
dude, you got the L Max, right?
Yeah.
Check this score out I got. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
This guy bought 2 Padres. He bought a satin and a stonewashed. He opened the stonewashed, fell in love with it, knew he was going to sell the satin. So he sold me the satin, dude. It had not even been opened. That's the kind of deals you can. I mean, I unfortunately I found an Emerson Mini 100 there, which I didn't really need, but I'd been looking for one. But I search it like 3 or 4 times a day because you just never know what's going to show up there. And then like my Griffin, let's see. I bought, just weird shit. I bought my Griffin Scout 2.5 from a reviewer dude who turned out to be really nice. And then what else did I buy from there? But you can get really good deals. And what I hope to see them do, I bought this Best Tech that I almost bought on several websites for half price. I bought it for $75 and it never cut. A little slippy. But I think you're going to see this become a much bigger platform in terms of the reach that it starts to get with this new, with some things that are going to be changing. And then I bought my 2 shed knives there. And I'll tell you who else sells their knives now is Steve, Super Steel Steve, has a lot of his knives on here. Cavallero. How do you spell that?
His last name is
Cal. I know it's on here. I was looking at it today. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. Newest. Let's clear that, and I'll show it to you. Newest. Because I just saw it might have sold. He had one on there that was.
Yeah, here's an awesome SNG hybrid PD1 coated blade 550.
See that right there? That's one of his EDC knives that Steve makes up in Gainesville, Georgia.
Huh.
It's a 3V 63.5 HRC. Comes with a leather sheath. But he's just doing, I just love seeing stuff. Let me quit sharing. So what do you find? Show it to me.
Well, I just found you a sweet Strider SNG to buy.
Dude. Where do you see that?
That's in the Facebook group.
And is it a...
It looks mint.
Why do you think they're selling it? Is that just what they go for?
Dudes get hard up on money around the holidays.
Do you recognize that guy?
Eric Bennett, yeah. Let's see if it's still available. He doesn't want to trade. Fuck, I might buy it.
Tippy's about to jump down there and just trash all my shit. Sorry about that, guys. Katie, what are you laying duty for? I love his shit. He's killing it with slips. Salamando, that's a fact.
God, look at that. See? I said I haven't bought a knife in 2 weeks, and then I see that sweet knife, and we'll see.
Have you seen the one on Recon 1? This like $1,100.
Which one is that?
Let me show it to you. I just happened to see it. Let's go Recon 1. That's the weirdest place to ever buy a knife. Have you ever bought one there?
Yeah, that's where I've gotten all my Shiros from.
So did you do the weird PayPal thing?
I have done it.
It's just bizarre. And then I called and they're like, oh yeah, we got you.
Yep. Yeah, where it's either...
Cool. Well, you're giving it to some dude who you don't even know his name. All right, so they don't have Strider on here, so it must have been a used knife. Let me go custom. Let me find this.
So you both won then the Shiro.
Evidently, and not just that. The Doom had one that he was showing on his channel.
Are you going to keep it or are you going to sell it then? Because you were trying to win it for your buddy, right?
Yeah, but he didn't buy his because when he saw that, he just honored that one, so he wasn't buying it too. That's not it, but that's one right there. See it? The one I saw was more shiny, and it was like, let's just search Strider. What the fuck's it doing? I think a PT will be too small. It's this one right here. Which looks pretty plain Jane, but it's got a very expensive price tag. Why is that?
I don't see it.
Can you not? No, I'm not sharing it. I'm sorry. Damn it.
Oh,
Let me share it. It's Performance Series. Is it just because there's
SMF.
something?
That's high.
Because I'll tell you, you know that knife that I bought for my buddy? Let me show you that one. The one
Yeah,
that
that's $700 for that knife.
okay, because they this knife that we all bought that more than one person how do you spell it? AH? I don't know how to spell it. But Knife Center had it on their website today for twice as much as it was here. Check this out. Which I thought was kind of shady.
Knife Center's just.
Well, I mean, because here's the price of it right here.
Yeah, what were they? 12? How much were they, Brandon?
16. It was right here. Nope, that's not it. It was an RJ Martin S90V.
Yeah, if it's gone, I think it might be under.
It's
There
this
it is.
right here. So this is the one.
I've got that version in my Carta.
And this one was, I want to say, $16.50. And then if you go to Knife Center, tell me if this takes y'all to Knife Center. Or if
See,
y'all
but how shitty is that? Knife Center's a retailer. They got lucky and won.
But why would they mark it up so high? I mean,
So they can
if
make
they got
money
lucky
now.
and won, it seems like they might put a few $100 on it.
They just Knife Center preys on people who have money and are desperate for that latest new thing.
I bet they sold that motherfucker. Let's see. Here it is, $24.95.
Jesus Christ, they should be shot.
I mean, I thought so too, because they must have gotten it from the same place. Well, there are 200
That's
of
the
them.
only place to get it from.
So they might have got. Is that the only place you can get them, or can they get them straight from there because they're Knife Center?
Only place. No, Knife Center buys theirs at shows. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Recon One is the only authorized U.S. Shiro seller.
Well, I will say it was a weird transaction, but it was done and handled very professionally. I mean, when I called them, they knew me. They had me a shipping within 5 minutes. It came 2 days later. 500 to 700 on the Performance Center on the secondary.
Yeah,
And
guys are still asking
knife,
1,000 for them. They've been dropping. It just depends on who's trying to sell it.
but if you buy one on their site on
SMF,
Friday,
SMF is the bigger one.
so Performance is smaller.
No, the Performance SMF, the SMF is bigger. The SMF,
So
that was a
Performance a higher
Performance.
grade. Is
No,
it more?
the Performance is just all titanium
So it'll be more
scales.
expensive typically on
Yeah,
a shipping drop.
yeah.
I've got a guy who I've been reaching out to on IG who I was originally going to buy an Evo from, but then he threw he's evidently been to 20 blade shows, really nice guy, but he's got a Hinderer Slicer Skinny full tie. Sent me pictures of it. Have you ever handled one of those?
A skinny slicer? Yeah,
Or
I've had
skinny?
2 of them, and I've
What'd you
regretted.
think? Are they
I like-
liners?
Huh?
Are they liner locks or frame locks?
The XM18,
The skinnies.
the skinny, yeah, it's a frame lock.
Because he had
It's just like your regular XM18, but
and
just
he only
skinnier.
wanted 600 for it, which is what you're going to get one for. You're going to pay 425 plus 200 for a scale.
Yeah, yeah. I liked it. I've had, like I said, I've had 2 of them, and I regret selling my second one because it was a battle black.
Brand new American. He's going to be in here in a little while. Once he finishes selling his shit.
Who's going to be?
Dark Gravity.
Oh, okay.
Pocket Metal's back.
Yeah, I regret selling that one because it was like the battle black.
Fuck Knife Center.
There have been a lot of them available. There have been regular slicers on the Rick site right now, XM18s. And then you can get spear points at several retailers.
I was watching you guys while I was eating pizza.
How was the pizza? Did you make it or order it?
Oh, no, it was this. We had a frozen pizza. We try to keep a frozen pizza around for days. We don't feel like having to do shit. So that way, it's easy enough to just throw in the oven and have something to eat.
Hey, I enjoyed meeting Austin last night on Lefty's Live. Did you see any of that?
I don't watch that shit.
I know, but I thought you might have seen it last night because he had
we went out. It was my birthday yesterday. Thank you,
Happy
everyone. Thank you,
belated
everyone, for
birthday,
the
dude. How
birthday
old are you, 30?
45.
45?
45.
You're a
Almost.
pup, dude.
Your birthday was yesterday?
Yeah, so we went out to dinner with D2, went and had some Mexican food, bullshitted, talked about knives and stuff. And
Dude, I was 10 years old drinking Miller Lights when you weren't even a twinkle in your fucking parents' eye.
yes, I will now burp and fart for everyone.
I was blackout drunk when you were in diapers.
I was blackout drunk a few years after I was in diapers. So, I mean, we all have shitty parents. What are you talking about?
I had German parents. It was kind of like a rite of passage. Just little did they know I was predisposed to be a junkie.
45. Who the fuck is? I don't know if that's. I never can tell if that's like. Are you surprised at how old I am, or you think that because I look like Father Time, I should be a fuckload older? But I have really dark hair. See, it's just my beard went gray, so
I think you look like a healthy 45, dude. That's a great. The 40s were good. I think my 50s have been awesome, probably because I've been single. But
you look a lot older. Fuck you. If I shaved my beard, I would instantly have like baby face again.
dude, when I grew out during COVID, when I grew out my hair and my beard, I added 20 years to my appearance.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I can go clean shaven and look young again, but fuck that.
When we moved up to Washington, my beard was still like I'm one of those people that have like dark, almost black hair, but my facial hair was like fucking red beard. Like I don't know why the fuck I have red fucking facial hair. And then within like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years of us living up here in Washington, shit went fucking, fucking gray.
I think that's wild. Jerry Garcia's beard went white in like 4 months. That's
No, mine went
speedball in there.
It's easier to tell when it grows out longer, but my wife was like, you might need to shave that off. It's almost all gray now.
I love dark rabbit beard now.
We are in Camilchi. We used to live in Olympia. That's where we moved to. And then we moved out into the woods in Camilchi, which is next door to a reservation.
Josh, you got extra wisdom, buddy. I don't look at it as numbers. I just look at it as wisdom. And age. I think testosterone and performance-enhancing drugs would probably help me.
See, look at that, Javon.
30-year-old girlfriend.
I come on your stupid show. I'm all proud. I haven't bought a knife in 2 weeks.
What'd you
And
buy?
then you buy a knife.
Bought a Strider.
You're looking for me an entry-level Strider as you buy a Strider.
You're such a dick.
They're great knives, dude. I'll buy one from you sometime.
I got an SMF if you want it right now. I might have an SNG for sale.
Oh, we just moved because the price of rent was getting ridiculous, and it was like cheaper to buy a house than it was to stay living in an apartment in Olympia. We that's where we, if we do anything, we go back to Olympia. Where we live, there's like fucking grocery store, and that's about it. And it's a logging town around here, so there's fucking nothing. Everything closes down at 8:00.
But that's got to be wonderful in a way.
It is, but since we're like, like I was saying, like a lot of times we forget to do anything to, like, luckily the like the Safeway stays open, so we can run to the grocery store at like 10 or 11 o'clock. But everything else, we're kind of later people as far as like remembering that you need to go to a store or some shit, and then you're like, fucking not gonna do it today.
I do that shit too, and it happens, dude. It happens in big cities, unless you really want to drive, and nobody wants to drive across the city to go to a fucking big ass. Let's see how many people have. Let me find our giveaway link.
I mean, before we decided to move to Washington, our original plan was to move to New York to show you, like,
New York City or New York upstate.
No, New York City. We have friends that live in Brooklyn. A friend of mine that still does music, works at School of Rock, which is actually a real place.
I knew it was. But dude, that's what made that? That's a very night and day life choice. Was it just that?
As I got older, I got more and more claustrophobic. Which is just one of those things. And just a friend of ours moved to Olympia, and she was like, "Hey, you guys should come check it out before you decide to jump somewhere." And we did, and just the idea that you could like be in a city and then in 2 minutes be in the forest and not even know that there was a city near you, kind of was pretty awesome.
Dude, that is awesome.
Kind of fell in love with the whole like outdoorsy aspect of this area. So
that's a big decision, but I think you probably made the right one, especially with everything evolving the way it is, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, we like it, but at the same time, there's things that like we were saying, there's just things that living in a bigger city you can do and you can't do. Like if we want to go see shows, we have to like travel, into the city, like into Seattle or go to Portland or something like that. Whereas if you
how far are those from you? 3 hours, 4 hours?
Seattle, depending upon which way we go, but it depending, and it's also, it's like anywhere from like an hour and 20 minutes to 2 hours, or if there's like a fucking accident on the highway, to an all-day event. Because once you're on one of those highways, a lot of times, man, there's areas where you just get stuck and there's no like getting around it, so you just sit there. But it's all right.
I'm gonna try to pin this comment again because there are only like 68 Javons in there, and I'm getting ready to draw for the Solaris, and anybody that subscribes to the channel can enter that one. But I don't know how to get to my pinned comments, so that's kind of a problem. Let's see.
Yeah, Demonoc lives in fucking Vegas. He was saying everything's open there, and that's how it is. Like,
how are you? Yeah, I know last week you were having some crazy shots coming around when you were during our live or during one of them. Bless you.
Woo! Hates these.
Dean, what shots are you talking about?
Bless you, dude. Let me pop these motherfuckers.
my city has 4 Walmarts. Jesus Christ.
All right, the video is still pinned up there, guys. Y'all should see it. Jump out and watch that, and just like it, engage by leaving a comment, subscribing, and pop in Javon in a comment, and we'll give it about 5-10 more minutes. I don't want to cut too much into Stevie's time. And
Commander Salamander, we just have a different, like, we go there for a lot of things. There's we're not like for instance, like someone up here says there's 4 Walmarts. I can go grocery. I hate going to grocery shopping at fucking Walmart. Hate fucking going to Walmart. I fucking hate that place.
Hey, dude.
But since we live in a place that's like one of the only places, if you need something, then it's either that or drive, out of the city to go someplace else. But so we do end up.
How late are they open there? Are they open early?
No, they well, I mean, they might be open at. I think they open at like 7, but they started after COVID. Everything went to
closed till
fucking.
9.
I think they stay open until 11 for us around here, but that still is like, we used to not go to places like that till after 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
So,
you don't want to be in there before midnight.
yeah. So it's just not, not my cup of tea.
I don't like the fact that they were paying their employees so little and then pushing them how to get benefits from the state.
Well, that's, they had to, because they weren't making enough money, but that shows you right there that they like brag about being like
saying
the
Walmart was
biggest.
showing they were knowingly paying them as low as minimum, but then saying, "Oh, here, work for us, and we'll help you sign up to get benefits from the state."
Right,
So
they should be paying their employees more, considering what their profit margin is. Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, Walmart's the devil. They destroy small towns. I mean,
Exactly. That's actually what we liked about Olympia, which is still a small town, but they did not allow a Walmart to be built in that town, and they still have like a thriving small downtown area because they didn't allow that shit to go there.
yeah, that's how my
pretty
town
awesome.
is.
There's
And
something controversial.
What's that?
I'm going to share something controversial. Hold
you
on.
showed me that, or I saw that link you sent me.
Uh-oh.
Is that still going
Oh,
on?
yes,
Is
I
there
thought it
still
was
controversy
interesting.
over it?
I can't get sound. He's redoing one. Can y'all see that? But watch.
I just don't spine whack my knives.
Watch this. That takes balls.
Usually, like when you're, say that was simulating batoning, right? When you're hitting the wood on the spine of the blade down, doesn't that usually make the lock go over more though?
Yeah. See, my point is, and again, I'm an idiot, but
Only if you're gripping it. No, it doesn't make it.
And if you hit it on the back, you're rarely going to be gripping it like that. If you're holding it in just a grip, an old grip, not even tight, you're engaging the framework. So let's say you go back to do a chop and you hit a concrete wall, whack the shit out of it. I doubt that your lock is going to fail only because you're holding it like a knife. I don't know because I don't use my knives hard.
As someone who batons shit out in the front yard because it's fun, I never grip death my knife when batoning it, because then you're just getting shock waves. You're basically holding it enough to keep it from flying around, but you don't death grip as you're batoning, or else you're getting a lot of shock.
If you're batoning a folding knife, aren't you supposed to baton it unlocked? You're
not supposed to baton most fucking folding knives. I mean, anyone.
I know, but if you do baton one for lock stability or for lock non-damaging, aren't you supposed to leave it open and just use the blade?
If you were to, but I mean, that's I don't know what situation in life you could possibly be in. I don't know. And anywho,
I can see it with a button lock or a liner lock, something where your grip is not going to affect the strength of the lock. That would be concerning. Again, I'm the wrong guy because I don't hard use folders. I have fixed blades that I'm going to hard use.
Right? Yeah.
I'll use them.
If you want to baton a folding knife, use a sword. Peasant knife.
Salamando, I agree.
Folder.
What I started doing is most of the stuff that I would normally go to Walmart and get, I order it from Amazon, and I know they're no better, but I don't have to go out and fuck with people. And it comes in a couple of days, like toilet paper, laundry detergent. I don't know if I'm paying more.
We keep fixed blades in the car and an axe in the car. and fire
I have a
starting
good
stuff.
axe. I don't have a good axe. I've seen some
Dude,
really cool.
all right. So I used to watch this guy. He annoys the fuck out of me, but I think he lives in Portland. The channel is Wrangler Star or some bullshit
Oh
like
yeah,
that. And he was like a fire.
he was like a wildlife firefighter, right?
Right. So he would like give you like good budget. And so I got like the Marbles camp axe. He said was like a good budget, and you can get it for like $20.
We picked up some
And
comments.
what's that?
I was just saying we picked up some comments. Keep going, guys.
So for fucking, like a little hatchet to keep in your car, it's fucking, we'll do the trick. And then we keep, some Moras, and I always bring a bag of knives and flashlights and stuff like that. So, dude, it's just one of those things. It's not, he's for those people, I guess tune in Monday and you'll see what you'll learn more about me. And I'm not gonna go off on a tangent on Javon's show about why I don't like
tuning in Monday if you'll let me.
What's up?
I'm tuning in Monday if you'll let me.
Yeah, man, you're always
I got
welcome.
my be-up shirt ready.
Oh, it's not this Monday. Today's the 8th. It's the 18th.
That Monday.
But it's the same. It's still a Monday. That the 18th is the be up day thing for Jason Brown.
Did you see this earlier pocket battle?
What's up?
This that I won from Jared Neves' giveaway?
No, what is that?
That is a prototype October by Kaiser that was never made, with orange peel and contoured scales.
Right on.
20 CD, just a different knife.
Yeah. I thought those were okay, not bad looking. It looked like a similar vein to the like the fucking 5.5. How big is it in comparison to that knife? Just out of curiosity.
What's that?
How big is it in comparison to the 5.5s?
To the F5.5?
Yeah.
Let me go grab it. Oh, I totally agree, Jeffrey. And that wasn't the point. Wasn't that one's right or one's wrong? I think it's great information for everybody to do stuff like that. To me, I was just kind of like, had never thought about a frame lock being what. Close. I had a micarta one. I gave it to Dark Gravity, but it is I lost it.
Yeah, I didn't see that pretty fly. I haven't watched his stuff, the Wrangler Star dude, in quite a while. He definitely kept going nuttier. His older videos, like, is one thing, but yeah, he started
What's that holding up there that you wanted to see this compared to?
Yeah, where's the one that's right there in the middle with the orange peel and the Kaiser October.
Oh, yeah, October.
Yeah,
they're very much the same.
Right on. Yeah, I figured it was something similar to that. There was a reason, like, I didn't like did the original one not have like inset liners or some shit like that?
It was a liner lock, and I know that when Shane, I let him borrow it with several knives, he was having major lock fail by barely whacking it. But for some reason, after doing it like 10 or 11 times, he couldn't get it to fail again. And it kind of perplexed him. I don't understand how that works. But I'd gotten it a long time ago when I was all into Kaisers, and I gave it to Dark Gravity because he wanted it.
Yeah, I think I have two Kaiser knives. I have the micarta T1, and then the fucking sheepdog.
I've got a giveaway coming up.
Whole sheepdog, whatever. The little T1 though, I still think that's like in that price range of knives. I think that's like a hard one to beat.
Dude, get in on the giveaway because that's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. In the member giveaway, I'm going to give away that titanium T1 I've got, which is probably one of my best Blade Series knives. And then I'm going to give away the Phoenix. I might do that around B up. And then I've got a really good Kaiser that I was surprised. Have you seen the Mercury?
Maybe I left it in the car.
Have y'all seen the Kaiser Mercury?
Sorry. Nope.
So Calamander, in the area, Walmart prices aren't really. There's a lot of places you can go in Olympia that you have no need to go to fucking Walmart. Prices are the same. It's not bad. There's a place if you live near a fucking grocery outlet. Place is fucking got fucking crazy deals there all the time. There's enough places where it's not bad. I'm not talking about going to like fucking. There was like a food co-op that we went to a couple times, and that was insanely expensive. But there's quite a few places that you can go to and stay away from the evil empire that is Walmart. I mean, we did it for years. We like never fucking went there except for like once or twice when we were like, oh, we need to buy fucking cat litter at 3 a.m. or some shit. Cause
you guys have like a big warehouse. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Like a big warehouse type, not like a Costco or Sam's, but kind of like that for groceries out there too.
Winco is really awesome. So that's we go there. We drive from where. So the sound is shaped like this, and we're like over here now, and then Olympia and stuff's over here. So we drive like 30-ish minutes, maybe a little bit longer, depending upon traffic, to go to Winco. But yeah, Winco is awesome. It's employee owned, and they do have like we buy lots of bulk food stuff like oatmeal. So you just get a little Ziploc bag and fill up however much, not Ziploc, but a little plasticky bag, fill up whatever you need. We buy lots of nuts for the squirrels there. But yeah, we do like our grocery shopping like once a week. We'll hit up Winco, and yeah, and they're open 24 hours as well. So that's like a sweet place.
I'm getting ready to call Costco tomorrow. I'm not a member, but I understand their pharmacy will work with anybody. And I lost insurance recently, and I get a lot of drugs each month for ADHD and depression shit. And they have this thing called GoodRx.
Look at that. Dude, I talk so much shit about people when I see people eating out of the bins at Winco. It pisses me off. First of all, I don't want your dirty, grubby hands in the food I'm going to possibly buy. And second of all, that just makes our prices fucking higher for everyone else. You fucking freeloader, Zach. Dude, you see people sometimes, man, just like treating that shit like it's a fucking free buffet, man, going through. Because there's like all kinds of like candy and stuff and like, fucking... the little sugary fruit things, stuff we don't actually end up buying there in the bulk foods, but you see little kids fucking just fucking going to town in it. Fucking bastards.
That's hardcore. And you haven't said anything to them?
You're supposed to. First of all, they give you like a scoop or spoon, so you're not sticking your fucking dirty hands in there, and you'll just see people like just stick, and I'm just like, come the fuck on, man.
Just thinking they had that finger in their nose.
That's right. Picking their ass. Who knows? Giving themselves a hand job.
Has everybody gone and registered for the Orion Solaris? Let's see how many comments we got.
Oh, man.
We were at 75. We're still at 75, guys. So if you hadn't had a chance, this is just the basic subscriber giveaway. The link is at the top. We're going to leave a like, a subscription, and a comment on Work-Life Balances video. And I'm going to pull it in about 5 minutes because we got to do the member giveaway too. So I'm going to give y'all just a couple of minutes. It's pinned at the top. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and then I'm going to break out another knife.
At least if it's on the handle, it's fine. The handle of the scoop. But when you stick in your hand in the bend, it's just no good. Certain things we don't, we won't buy out of those things. But
do they not have the tongs hanging off of them?
The nuts have the fucking thing where you like lift the thing and then it shoots out of the chute. It's got like the those are the ones you don't have
sanitary.
Yeah, you can't stick your hand in those. But some of that stuff is like.
Wait until you see some little asshole kid that's pulled the lever down, and they used to be spraying it on something like flaxseed or something, and just emptied the entire thing on the ground.
Oh, a lot of times you go in there and there's this like big, huge messes
Shit all over the place.
Yeah, the shit that they have to scoop up because people like either they've never used it or fucking just can't hold a bag. I don't know.
Those are two excellent knives. The Quiet Carry 9 on bearings and the Quiet Carry Drift on washers and Vanex. And they make a large drift. Small
Yeah,
drift.
those are nice. I like the quiet carry stuff.
I've been very impressed. And then I got on Black Friday, like an idiot, they had the large IQ on sale for $149. They still might be on sale for $149. What a knife I needed, but it was originally $300.
Yeah.
And I'm an idiot for sales.
I've just never. I mean, it's not a bad looking knife, but the whole thin thing is never. I don't know. I don't know why.
I get it. It was never something that ever spoke to me.
I mean, I can. It looks like it's not bad or anything, and it's
not nearly as slicey.
Right.
This is one of the sliciest knives up with my TRMs. I was amazed at how thin it is compared to like IQ.
right.
I mean, it's just a little laser beam, and even compared to the 9. It's just a super thin little blade. All right, guys, we're going to draw. I'm going to refresh. Let's see if we got any more. We're still at 75. All right, guys, this is for the Orion. Who was that? Blade Banter? Did Blade Banter design this knife? The Solaris?
Yeah. That's one of his.
Awesome.
That's the first one, right?
Yep, it's the first one with carbon fiber. I probably got the black G10 scales. I don't know if I'll be able to find them, but I'm going to try to find the original box. I'm going to get comments again, see if anybody else got in. Good luck, guys.
I love that he said, "I just bought my Christmas tree from Walmart. Fight me." We bought ours.
Enoch
that was
13,
fast.
the man, the myth, and the
Congrats.
legend. My buddy Demonoc. Congratulations, Demonoc. You in here still, buddy? You don't have to be, but I'm going to write you down, and then we're going to get ready for the member giveaway, where I'm going to post it in the comments for about 5 minutes, so y'all can go comment if you have it. Then I'm going to make it secret.
There you guys go.
13. Got the Orion Solaris. It's a great knife. To be honest with you, this knife, I want to say when I got it, it was like $89, and then the scales were like 30. But it has got a tall flat rod, fantastic action. It's got thumb studs and a flipper. And where's my paper? This is
What
a
hair
ring
was that?
coupon, so you'd expect this to fail. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Which leaves us. You're welcome, Demonoc. Thank you for being here, buddy. That leaves us with this bad boy. Can y'all see the milling in that?
Yeah. Tucson definitely, for the price, like the amount of like milling and fucking just craziness that they'll do on a knife is pretty impressive.
This one's unique because unlike any other Tucson, this feels, Josh Branson, welcome, new member. This feels very Chris Reevesy, very much more, and I'm not a Chris Reeves fan. I'm trying to think how to, much more tight, much more hydraulic, much more refined, I guess you'd say, but it's a big knife.
Yeah, it's a cool looking knife.
Brand New American gifted a membership. Let's see who got that. Hold on, guys. I got to put the right link up there. Give me a second.
So up here, it's this year we've noticed. So we don't use cable, like as far as for TV. We have like a fuckload of those streaming things, but Hulu, which I'm thinking about paying the full price. We just have the one that's like the ad supported Hulu. There's been a commercial that
congratulations
they've been playing, and it's like Christmas tree propaganda, and it's so fucking hilarious. It's like, this year, don't buy a plastic tree. Don't bring chemicals into your house. It's like, all right, first of all, who buys a new fucking fake tree every fucking year? I don't like if you bought one
membership, buddy. Go. I'm about to put this in the not to interrupt you, Pocket Metal, but I'm about to throw a new link.
Cat is rambling about bullshit.
Let me find it. Boom.
Oh, speaking of streaming, did you watch one of the world's most
Man, I fucking tried. How did you watch that movie? It's like 20. I watched 25 minutes of the worst dialogue ever and only saw 2 dinosaurs. It's like, holy fuck, that movie is horrible.
I know. It's a classic.
I couldn't do it. I
gotta find the one with the bat in the attic.
Were you like super just like stoned out of your mind?
Drunk. We were drunk, and it was me and my brother and my nephews, and we just laughed our asses off through the whole thing, making fun of it.
It's fucking 20. The first 25 minutes is just so like hard to watch, and there's like hardly any deaths in the first couple that long, and I'm like, dude, you got to
finish it because I think everybody dies in that one. By the end, I think everybody dies, and the dinosaurs, if I remember, take over.
I just I'll try to watch it tomorrow.
And then I think, if you're watching it and you can see on the bottom where it suggests videos,
right,
similar. I think that's where you can see the rest of his. And
do you remember the name of the movie? I shut down my window, so I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, it's also on Tubi. If you don't have the streaming service that it was on originally, was it on Amazon or something?
It's on Amazon.
So it's on Tubi as well, which is home of the worst budget horror movies. I mean, there's so many.
On Tubi.
I've been posting on my story.
In an attic, it's like a zombie bat in an attic. Oh, they just get better and better. And it's like I said, it's like the same group of people, and you're like, you want to think like, do they watch this and think they're good, or is it a joke that they're so bad?
I don't know. It was rough. I'll try to pick up where I left off, but I was like, my God. I was sitting there trying to work, and it was playing in the corner, and I was like, just like mainly listening because they're like doing a car ride across country to visit some relatives, and it's just like, fuck. I was like, when do these people fucking die? I'm so tired of listening to them.
The great thing about his movies, like, there's storylines that just don't go anywhere. Like, I think that they'll start talking about one thing, and you think it's like a part of the movie, and you never hear about it again.
I don't remember the name of it. Oh, you know what? You sent me it's on my Instagram. You sent me a message about it. So let me find it in my Instagram messages, and I'll tell you what it is.
I can't find the stories.
Close.
I've been amplifying 50 Cent scrolling.
I gotta watch Oppenheimer. I bought it and fell asleep in the first 10 minutes, and I haven't finished it yet.
Kind of shit on
stories.
Hatched.
Yeah, there you go. Hatched.
His other ones. Oh, yeah, they're all. We got it because, like I said, we were really bored one night, and we're like, "Oh, what's this? Like a cheap Jurassic Park?" Nope. Nope.
No. The funny thing is so the animation or the CG isn't bad, but it's one of those things where they went too overboard with the detail, and like the rest of the shot would be like blurry, but the dinosaur is like way too fucking detailed for how shitty the fucking camera work is. So you can tell instantly that it's, not real because it doesn't match. Okay, what the fuck is going on right now?
Hold on. Can y'all see that?
What's broken here?
I'm going to show you my story before before I started trolling Maybe we can go to the next video. Y'all follow 50 Cent?
Good, ready to love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead and envy me.
The hell's going on here?
What you so quiet for?
Me?
Share with the group.
Yeah, I got one idea. So 50 Cent, I don't know if you saw his last post, but he basically said he would buy.
So anyway, the drama is Diddy's going down. Y'all have seen all the horrible news of the shit he's done?
No.
Did he do? I don't know. Did he rape
Dude,
someone?
he got he just settled a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He settled it in 15 hours, over $30 million for some of the most horrible, egregious, horrible things that you could imagine. And now 5 other women have filed suit. All these men are coming out of the closet saying that he abused them, from Usher to Justin Bieber. The guy's just evil. Well, 50 Cent has always been hinting that he was always
Wait a
free.
minute. He raped Justin Bieber?
Yes, allegedly.
What?
So 50 Cent has been taking his page and he's been pumping all this stuff out. Hold on. Let me get it.
I mean, Diddy's been Diddying people?
Look, this is. Share. Hold on. This
Turns
50
out that Biggie actually just killed himself to get away from him.
He was, you know,
There's evidence that Tupac paid $1 million to have Tupac killed, but Diddy did. And then he also, Biggie was getting ready to leave Bad Boy Records, and he allegedly had him killed too.
With the group.
I have a question.
Idea. So 50 Cent, I don't know if you saw his last post, but he basically said he would buy Revolt for a pretty good amount of money. And I really think you should consider that, you know, all the shit you got going on.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right.
Yep. I know you're going to be all right, but I mean, let's just say worst case scenario, you know, like the feds are coming and they, you know, put you in jail. I would take the money.
You ever been mind fucked before?
oh, is that from? Oh, that's a clip
He's
from
like
that movie.
Master,
Rhythm to the
master troll. He put this picture up, laughed my ass off, doing his thing. Boom. And then you go look at these other posts that he's had.
Just to cut in, how did we end up here?
Dude, it's some of the greatest.
We were talking about horror movies.
It's some of the greatest trolling that. Remember when Dylan Dennis was trolling? What's his name?
Javon, we need to get you into some sort of like, you know, group, you know, like AA but different, but for people who can't stay away from.
This is street justice coming 180 degrees, and 50 Cent's one that I've always been a fan of, but he's not scared of anybody. Thank you, Mayor Salt. You're awesome, dude. But he's never been scared of Diddy. Diddy's seen him and done stuff, and now he's like, you know, your shit's coming home.
If my wife could figure out how to take my internet away so I can buy knives, and then take Javon's away so he can do whatever he does, she'd be a millionaire.
I've got to slow down. I did grab a Scout today. I forgot they dropped, and I'm
What are you
so
talking about? I bought that S&G. I'm just going to sell you. So
you can sell me. I'll buy a knife from you.
It's only $100 surcharge plus shipping and
So,
handling.
Tron, that's funny because
Exactly.
I do watch the drama about the different TikTok people out there begging for hearts and galaxies and lions, and that's
I
true.
need
And
another beer.
first of the year is going to be new for me. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it'll be new. I'm going to
Oh my
ride
God.
December like a wave.
Yeah, it's not even, I'm not saying Javon, financially needs a job. I just think he needs to get some time out of that fucking house away from his phone or whatever he's watching this shit on.
I definitely do. That's for real. So y'all going and I'm gonna get this ready here in a second. I'm gonna let that video stay up for y'all to leave comments on for about 3 more minutes, but then I've got to make it private. I've got to make it private so it will let me draw a window.
I got something for you to watch, Javon. I mean, if you're gonna, waste
Show
time. I can't remember her name. I found her because I started jumping rope because I can't run anymore. And
Why can't you run, just out of curiosity?
I blew my knee out a couple years ago running.
Yeah, I've had knee surgery.
And then had surgery, and they were like, you might be able to run again. And
it's one of those things you don't know until you try, and then when it doesn't work, was it worth it?
I'm good for a while, and then it hurts so bad. I'm like, they're like, well, try jumping rope, and it's been pretty good. But anyway, there's this girl that jumps rope.
Double Dutch? What are we talking?
B&A, you get registered for the giveaway, buddy. You don't have to be here to win. Just
I gotta
make sure
find her name so Javon can. I don't know. I was googling jump roping or something.
Sure.
Because there's different ways of
Listen,
ropes you can get.
When you're on, I forgot the name of it. When you're on Pornhub, that's not what you call Googling something.
No, it's on YouTube. He's on everything.
I heard a rumor.
Hold on, let me find jumping rope.
There's someone
I didn't realize like with anything in life, once you go down the rabbit hole, of course there's different types of jump ropes and different weights of jump ropes, and there's braided and nylon and all this other special crap. Anyway, this girl does it to music. All right, Javon, bring up Lauren Jumps.
Who?
Lauren Jumps on YouTube.
All one word?
Yeah.
Lauren?
Lauren.
L-A.
Yeah.
U-R-E-N jumps?
Yeah. Anyway, this girl jump ropes, and somehow she makes money on making videos on it. But I was just researching what else you can do jump roping, and this girl pops up, and holy crap. You probably can't play music.
Hold on, I'm mute it in case I get copyrighted. Let me get her on here.
For God's sake.
There's shit that she does with the jump rope that
All right.
I showed it to my wife because it was just like she didn't want to ask me like,
oh my
are
God,
you watching this just because this girl's hot?
I appreciate that this is what showed up and not what I actually thought was going to be what was happening.
I think that's wrong, dude. That's like dance to me.
Yes. Do you see how she swings the rope like a lasso? And
watching her do this just makes me like, I would just trip and bust my ass within like 2 seconds of even attempting something like that.
Yeah, that is so good for every muscle in your body.
Also, though, I gotta say, this reminds me of those dance TikTok things. I don't watch TikTok or whatever, but it's like broken into commercials and all kinds of things where they do these little dance things. And I don't know why, but it makes me cringe, and I just fucking hate it so bad.
I cringe on all the TikTok stuff, but she's not trying to get any type of, she's not doing it live. She's just putting up her cardio 2.0 weighted, which I guess is the rope, 6 millimeter PVC. That must be, I guess she does have some sponsors with ropes. But dude, that's like, she's worthy of a follow.
It's the shit and my daughter, so she jump ropes in the garage with me every day, and she's like, oh, I'll be able to do that, Dad. I'm like, all right, whatever.
But it looks like she's very good at instructional stuff, at getting you the right type of equipment.
Yeah, because that's what I was looking, because my wife got me, I'm using a kid's jump rope.
Hey, as long
One of
as
those
you
ones with a little plastic was little noodles on it.
Yes.
I totally forgot about those until I think there was something on there and fucking reminded me of gym class in like fucking 3rd grade or something.
Countess Ann got her bangs cut.
Who?
For fuck's sake. This is the kind of shit I just purposely stay away from on this.
Dude, she's a legit knife lover. She's also a Ziba model, but she's not.
Dude,
Boyfriend. She's always in her picture. She's not.
look at my knife.
Dude, I'm doing it wrong,
Right
man.
here. Just
I
look
am
at
doing it wrong. If I can make money doing this,
Look at my knife. It's up my ass crack.
She doesn't
I just
show
farted on it.
cleavage.
Oh, it smells
But
like
she doesn't
roses.
show anything suggestive.
Come on, come the fuck on. It's no one is here because she fucking is holding a knife. That's not such
But
bullshit.
that's why models are good to have in your court, right? She happens to be a nice person, though. She could probably be selling perfume or anything. She works with Borka.
Javon's like, I'll buy anything that has her likeness or name on it.
No, look, she's got enough. This is her company. Check this out. She's in the game.
Dude, that's great. I know. I found her Hank thing before I ever knew who the fuck it was. Bought a Hank from them, and then saw that later.
But she does pry bars and different stuff. So she's not just in it for the pretty face. But I'd move to Serbia for her in a heartbeat. Y'all would not see me again. You'd be like, why's his stream so bad?
This is one of those things that like is another thing that I piss a lot of people off, and it's usually guys. That could be your daughter.
You're getting beat up in the comments.
I totally get that. And my daughter is, I don't see, now, when I look at the girl that I got a copyright strike on for showing you guys, that mountain girl, I think she's selling sex. She's selling her flirtatious ways, where I think Countess Ann is a strategically used, beautiful model who's also a nice person. I don't think she's selling sex. I would have no problem if I wouldn't want my daughter to be a model.
So I'm not hating on it. I just said I purposely try to. I don't. That's not what I look at Instagram for pictures of knives. That's what I follow. I follow a few of the people that come and hang out on my show a lot, even if you take shitty pictures. But when I started, that was against all my rules. I don't want to see shitty photos, and I don't want to see someone that's trying to use, something that's not knife related to sell knives.
And there are a lot of them on there. I don't think her jam is to sell knives as much as it is for her personal brand, because I think she does have brand.
Right. Either way, but it's just it's like whenever I see like someone posting or sharing like, whatever the fuck it is, any company, I just fucking unfollow the company at that point. It's like, all right, I don't know. It's just, I find it kind of, I don't know. It's hard to describe it easily, but it's, yeah. That's just me. But I also want to make fun of Javon for trying to hook up with a lady that's young enough to be his daughter.
She's 33. She's young enough to be my daughter. And I never said I want to hook up with her. Every comment.
You said you would move to fucking Nova Scotia, wherever the fuck she's from.
I would, but I didn't say to hook up with her.
He'll meet at Grail next year, and the next day you'll just see those two
my dad when I was a kid.
Just heads up, and he'll be.
My dad is repulsive about saying crude things to young girls, and so as a child watching that my entire life, it kind of made me, it's just like. You're fucking gross, Dad. You're embarrassing and you're gross. So now when I see, dudes hitting on girls that they could have raised, it makes me want to fucking vomit in my mouth.
Dude, I'm not hitting on her. I'll show you every comment I've ever sent her. It's always been positive. It's always mentioned her boyfriend and what a cute couple they are. I'm just a fan.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill
Save
my
the
drink.
video private, so I'm getting ready to draw, guys. So y'all can go hang out with said faction. Let me copy it. I was on Countess Anne's page again. I've got to get off there.
Stop getting off on Countess Anne's page.
All right. And I don't think we have to have any special words. Let's see how many comments we got. We've got 47 unique comments. I would have thought we had more, guys. All right, guys. There's 1 out of 47 chance for somebody to win this knife right now. So I'm going to share the screen. Boom. Boom. Good luck, kids. Who do we got there? I can't even read that. Kobe.
Dude, it's going so fast compared to the way it used to. Is this a different picker?
No, well, this is the YouTube picker. This is not.
The StreamYard one like makes it seem like more of a, it rolls for a while. You see name. This one's just like fucking instant. It takes kind of the fun out of the fucking.
Congratulations, Colby. I can set it to where it's a wheel. I need to do that. Colby, give me a second. I'll put.
But congratulations, Kobe. I'm not trying to like say you shouldn't have won or anything. It's just, hey, let's fly through names more. So it's like, kind of. I enjoy watching enjoy watching the names. Like, ooh, I saw my name, but there it went. Kind of, but whatever. That's just me being stupid.
Colby's always in here.
Just as a little thing, I know I come across as being. I am the way I am about everything, as a direct response to the people I was who raised me, and my dislike for damn near everything around me. I do not like religion because of it. I don't like the stuff that I was talking about earlier because of it.
But you're honest about it, and you're a good fucking guy. And that's the whole thing that matters. We can all have different opinions of night and day, but the things that draw us together are an innate level of heart and kindness, and we all love weird, sharp shit that doesn't mean much of anything. And we love each other. I think the whole thing about, I think opposites attract. I think it's a good thing. I think we can all learn from each other. I know I've got a lot to learn.
My dad was the guy who thought he had to whistle and catcall every woman he drove by on the street, and he probably still does. I don't know.
We are, man. I will be the first to say, and the funny thing is, not really funny, but it's kind of poetic justice. My dad and I, he's probably a lot of the reason that I am how I am, the fucked up part of me. And we didn't have a relationship from the time I turned 13 on. It was very contentious. And now he's in his 80s and he's got dementia, and I've got to go up and make sure he takes his medicine twice a day.
Yeah.
For him and shit. And you don't know how bad I just want him to go to sleep. It's just one of those things that's I've got to work on feeling that way. But he's super nice now. He's so low key, but he's just
that's funny how that works, huh?
For so many fucking years that I still look at him as that prick, and I still get nervous going up there. Every day. Like I don't want to be there. Which my goal is, my daughter never sees me that way, never feels that way about it. Josh Branson, I will learn from you, brother. I learn from each and every one of you guys. And I come for the knives and stay for the people, too. Rocky, what is up, brother? Are you going over to Sid Stevie too, buddy? Do you see what I got, Rocky? Bad decision, number 94.
That's a great knife, though. Like, dude, I was very impressed with it. I didn't know how I'd feel about it, but when I had one in hand, I really liked it.
And the prices have come down on them finally, and then they kind of creep back up. But are
you talking secondary or like initial?
Secondary, yeah.
Gotcha.
So
fucking D2 got that one.
You did, and I have not opened it yet, buddy. I was going to open it tonight. I wanted to talk to you to make sure that's what it was. I didn't know if I should maybe open it on the 18th. Let's talk about it after the show. I think I've got it sitting right over there. But yeah, dude. Carco did me a super solid, and it's just it blew me away. I didn't think I would be that attracted to it. But yeah, it's
Carco's
perfect.
got some sick
And I
knives.
think the Padre is as good of a knife as I would ever need. I mean, I think this is as good as they go. I don't know why. It's just a great freaking knife. I'll open it right now, Josh. Oh, hold on.
What's he opening?
Something Josh sent him.
Flat
Oh.
box or square box, Josh?
How many boxes? Jeez, you just got packages? I'm so excited when something shows up. I'm like,
I know the ones I can undo. And Josh, is it a little flat box or is it a little square box?
Meow. Meow. Leave your mom alone. It's not time for you to eat. Shut the hell up.
Is it a United States Priority mailbox?
Fucking dude's nuts. Square box, I think he
Square box,
says.
that right here. From Santa? Guys, this is a Grail.
shouldn't it have his name on it?
Nope.
Okay.
Came from Santa.
Oh.
That's why I didn't open it.
Maybe I'll send you the card I bought. My wife's pissed. I never do this, but one of those stupid targeted ads on Instagram, and it's a Christmas card with cats on it. And when you open it, they start singing
Did she, Josh?
and it won't turn off. You know, those
Oh.
cards that sing and you usually close them and they stop. Well, this one, once it's opened, it
never
going.
stops.
It never
Oh, for
stops.
fuck's sake.
And it's very annoying. And then if you try and rip it open to get to the noisemaker, it's full of glitter.
Oh, that's fucked up. You better hope she doesn't like do it over something that is gonna, I don't know.
Oh, I'm thinking about sending it to my buddy with a bunch of. He's got a bunch of kids. Oh,
That's cool.
Priority mailbox? All right. Hold on. Sorry, dude. Let me make us all small while I cut. Purple.
do you
Yeah, I
remember
don't-
back when YouTubers used to have like PO boxes back in the day? Well, I say back in the day, maybe 3 or 4. Maybe some of them still do it, so people could send them free shit all the time.
I think there's probably people that still do shit like that.
That Talon Sai, have you ever? He does knives and guns, and he does all sorts of weird shit now too.
I don't know who it is.
He's kind of an outdoorsy kind of, but like
Gotcha.
he'd be like, and he makes videos and it's like people are just sending you free shit. Like who's
Happens all the time.
I guess I don't. But just so you would go open up a PO box just to have people send you free shit. I don't know.
I mean, you know, I have mixed feelings about that kind of stuff. I'm not good at receiving things.
Josh, I got
Or asking for like if someone were to. I don't know how you go around just being like, "Hey, I opened up this PO box so you can send me free shit." Like,
Yeah,
I have. A problem.
I mean, like sometimes people want to just like write letters or
that was from
fucking
you.
shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's like I know that there's like people that do that, but then it's like at some point, yeah, I don't know how.
And I got this one.
It's definitely.
Hey, look, let me look.
It's hard. Like Dave got me. Like Dave and mine, our birthdays are the same day, and a couple years ago we started getting each other knives, but it was started off as something different. But now it's like, don't give me. And then he's like, "Oh, dude, here, man." He sent me a knife to check out. He's like, "Hey, I know you like that. Keep it. Happy birthday." I'm like, "God damn it, Dave." So then I had to buy him something to try and top it, not to top it, but to surprise him.
Yeah.
Because he's very specific in his knife tastes.
Is the flat box the one?
Is it Satu Dave you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, Satu Dave gave me a GEC, an awesome GEC. It's sitting on my desk somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Over here. What the hell did I do with that knife? Usually just sits right here. Where the piss is it? I lost it. What the fuck is wrong with me?
See this knife, guys?
Yeah, case, trapper.
It has a story.
What's the story?
It's from a very special brother.
Oh, is that
Gosh,
one of Jason Brown's knives?
it is.
That's awesome, dude.
It is an absolute forever knife. How cool
What's it
is
say on the
that?
blade?
I think it says test run.
First test run, and then it's got
Oh.
this little blade.
Yeah. Very amazing. That's super awesome.
Dude. And I've got your note, Josh, and I'll definitely work something out, my friend.
That's very cool. No, it was like you said, you have a hard time giving or getting, but I'm okay with giving. Like I like to
Right,
give.
yeah.
I
I
got
understand
Dave
that.
that
Easier
knife
that-
last
yeah.
year, a Zahn for his birthday, not expecting anything, and he got me a knife, and so it's just like, dude, don't do. He's like, hey, he's the same way. Don't buy me anything, and then you surprise them. But it's like,
Yeah, that's it just is I don't know. Definitely
Awesome dude,
is a
man.
weird
Josh, you're an awesome
That's
dude.
awesome.
buddy. I'm cheering up. I will definitely cherish it, brother. That was I wish I didn't take pictures. Several people did, but I had dinner with Brother Brown and Jason Bird and Great for Panic and OCD and Super Still Steve were at opposite ends. And God, there were more people there. Forrest. And it was just a wonderful 2 hours of mayhem. And I don't think Jason said 3 words, but his eyes told stories. I mean, he just laughed with his eyes. He smiled with his eyes. It was just, yeah, I mean, he'll never be forgotten for sure. Well, kids, I think, is it time for our friends? Let me see.
It's 9 o'clock here, so 12 years, or are you 3? I forget how many, or is it just
Scheduled for
11?
2310. Let's see if they're live yet. Nope, they are live. They're 11 waiting. I don't know what 2310 is. What's the real time for 2310? Is that 1110?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Josh, it will, buddy. Thank you so much. And I'll do a formal unboxing of that particular one because I want to show it off. And guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you guys that won. Next week, come back. We're just at least enter the giveaway because there'll be more stuff to win. And I just like hanging out with you guys. I look forward to it every week. Steve, Pocket Metal, I love hanging out with you. What's that?
Oh, that's the one that Satu Dave. I put it in a case, but the big ass GEC that he gave me, of course.
Yeah, because you find
Dave.
something, someone like he knew you'd appreciate that. Like when I got
Yeah,
his-
I mean, I've never even talked to him. Me and said Stevie did a fucking video together, and I was talking and running through a bunch of different traditional shit, and he watched and he's like, "Oh, I think you'll like this knife," and he fucking sent it to me, and I was like, "That's
doesn't
fucking
want anything in
great."
return.
Yeah, super.
Dude, he's
you
an
know,
absolute stand-up guy. Helpful. You guys got anything to say before we roll?
No, so you got. I mean,
no, I
we
don't.
wrapped
Could've
up our
said
last
Stevie.
job today. So I'm pretty much free the rest of the winter now. So
Same
Come
back
on,
month,
come on
same
with us
back
Monday
down.
then. If you're up late on the weekdays.
I'm up. It drives my wife crazy. I switch into like I must stay up till like 2 or 3 and watch TV mode, and then take naps in the afternoon and be a lazy bum.
Hey, you've earned that right.
Yeah.
Guys, I love
So-
you all. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forth, love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. Look
worship
forward to
Satan.
seeing you soon. Peace.
Later.